Okay, getting everything set up and checking the stream out, making sure the audio sounds good. So before everything gets started, I'm wanting to go in, make sure we have everything up and ready to go. Especially with DLive, that one seems to always give me hard times. So let me come in here and see what's happening there. And go. Yeah, it always causes me problems, so first I will go. Looks like YouTube's kicking in, so give me a second here. Getting it all set up and ready to go now, so there we go. You hear what I see what I'm hearing? All right. Okay, sounds good on YouTube. Now I'm gonna have to go in here, copy the string key for DLive, and there's a good chance I'm gonna have to switch that. See what happens. There we go, it's kicking in now. Getting everything set up for Dragus production. Alright, sounds good there. See if we got anything on Twitch, and then I will switch it back over to Kick. Twitch sounds good. Go to Kick. Talk a little bit, that way I hear my voice. I can hear myself. Looks like I've switched the names on here to Censorship Sucks as well, which is important. So let me go and check my video or my Rumble. Okay, Rumble is up and ready to go. I'm going to put this on premium, so we can go ahead. This will be premium for Rumble. And I am going to pull the show off of Kick and Rumble, or when Dragus production gets started. So until then, what I am going to do is put some music on for you. Now, I actually have some background music from Dragus, and I can play that. If we run it, or if we have to use more, then I can go ahead and use some of Mr. Robot's stuff. So here you guys go. I hope you enjoy, and I will switch over to Censorship Sucks Roundtable show once they are radio show once they are online and ready to go. So here you guys go. I hope you enjoy.
Lights and skies, they glide at night. No explaining, hearts are racing. Chased in shadows, thrills in flight. Hovering, unseen trace. Fueled by mystery, unprovoked proof. Mavericks, electricity, we're feeling the roof. You better look up with wide-eyed sight. They're passing above like stars so bright. Ooh, drones across the skies. Whoa, drones across the skies. Silent sharks pierce the cloudy night, hover calmly, freedom lies. Wings of the unknown defy our sight. Travelers of darkened land, curious wanderers changing the wrapped sky. Secrets now within our hand. You better look up with wide-eyed sight. They're passing above like stars so bright. Ooh, drones across the skies. Whoa, drones across the skies, moving in formation above the light. New Jersey skies, a thrilling flight. Up with wide-eyed sight. They're passing above like stars so bright. Ooh, drones across the skies. Whoa, drones across the skies. Whoa.
My tech lizard's feeling low, circuits fried, can't glow. Silicon scales won't shine. Once a star, now it's mine. Reptile dysfunction, gears and bites malfunction. Reptile dysfunction, heart of a bot in detention. Microchips gone haywire, no more robot fire. Pixelated dreams have died, holograms cannot hide. Wigging in the night, try to make it right. Wires crossed in flight, dawn brings no light.
If the times I come alone, yeah, stop recording on you. You're something life I've been rushing to be sundown. I feel this in the wild, in the wild, in the wild, in the wild. I go mad in the tracks, chasing ghosts of you. Every mirror shows a in a tin, my teeth, it's out there to get you. I'll start to hurt. Talking was every two, midnight's not seems opposite side to feel some people. In the wild, in the wild. By the road, by the road, by the road, by the road. Living free just like mama did before. In the heart of a child I find echoes of you every time I lose track in her past. Chasing dreams, her dreams, chasing dreams, that dream. Gonna ride like mama in that silver stream. Every photo with her smile, she's a star in my mind. Won't deny in the night, in the night, in her eyes. Stars above like the ones in mama's life. On the move, we move, always on, never still. She says she'll find her promised land with every mile, destiny she defies. Living loud, just like mama, wild and free. In the mirror of her soul I see traces of her fearless dreams.
Night falls, drones in flight ring through the sky seekers. Where you at, lights flash, hypnotize. We are the watchers. We are the seekers. We are the dreamers. We are the dreams that fly, that fly. Thrill feels electric pulse through the night. They roam seekers. Where you at, heartbeats feel like home. We are the watchers. We are the seekers. We are the dreamers. We are the dreams that fly, that fly. We are the watchers. We are the seekers. We are the dreamers. We are the dreams that fly, that fly.
Through quantum fields, our spirits thread entangled moments, words unsaid, a force unseen defying the span, linking hearts, our mystic plan. In the echo of your laughter, I find my peace. In the silence of your absence, love won't see deja vu. Everything's spinning, but nothing's true. Time slips away, I'm feeling lost in this glitching world. What's the cost? Glitches in the matrix, minds are getting thin. Patterns break, the code begins to spin. Is this real or just a dream within? Glitches in the matrix, where do we begin? Faces blur, they're not the same. People I know don't recall my name. Voices echo in a distant frame. Is this life or just some twisted game? I'm chasing echoes, searching clues. Every step forward, something to lose. The world's unraveling, I can't pretend. Are we at the start or is this the end? Glitches in the matrix, minds are getting thin. Patterns break, the code begins to spin. Is this real or just a dream within? Glitches in the matrix, where do we begin? Red pill, Luca, what's the choice? In this silence, can you hear my voice? Break free or stay, there's no right way. In this fractured world, we start to sway. Glitches in the matrix, minds are getting thin. Patterns break, the code begins to spin. Is this real or just a dream within? Glitches in the matrix, where do we begin? Caught in the chaos, we try to find the truth that's hidden deep in our mind. In the flicker of light, in the glitchy night, we're lost in the matrix, searching for what's right. Saw a shadow move, but no one's there. People I know don't recall my name. Voices echo in a distant frame. Is this life or just some twisted game? Saw a shadow move, but no one's there. Flicker in the corner, caught me unaware. Truth is hiding in the dark. Every flicker leaves the mark. Saw a shadow move, but no one's there. Flicker in the corner, caught me unaware. Truth is hiding in the dark. Every flicker leaves the mark. Glitches in the matrix, minds are getting thin. Patterns break, the code begins to spin. Is this real or just a dream within? Glitches in the matrix, where do we begin?
Glitch in the code tonight. See the world in neon light. Fight to free our minds. Truth we seek to find. Run through crowded streets. Dodge the agent's fleet. Bullet time it slows. Reality it blows. Reloaded we are free. In the matrix we will be. On this journey we will go. Feel the energy we know. These control the skies. Human in them never dies. Messages and dreams. Nothing's what it seems. Reloaded, we are free. In the matrix, we will be. On this journey, we will go. Feel the energy we know. Run through crowded streets. Dodge the agent's fleet. Bullet time it slows. Reality it blows. Reloaded, we are free. In the matrix, we will be. On this journey we will go. Feel the energy we know. Machines control the skies. Human in them never dies. Messages and dreams. Nothing's what it seems. Reloaded, we are free. In the matrix we will be. On this journey we will go. Feel the energy we know. Machines control the skies. Human in them never dies. Messages and dreams. Nothing's what it seems. Peace to open doors. Fight through endless wars. Code it changes fast. Hope it's built to last.
fucking set it up, cunt. Yeah, that's it. Fucking oath. Cunt. Fuck off, cunt.
I'm a cunt from way back, yes I'm the original, not political. This is more analytical. On myself I approach your computer with stealth. Not for wealth, more like a magazine shooting off so clean. Because I'm keen, no other meaning, it's obscene. If you're not around, well then I'm going to town and take you down with my Kali Linux system. Using my wisdom, hacking in, no way to resist them. Exfiltrate all your sensitive loot, it's a hoot. No time to reboot, just shoot and execute. When you're out of town, it's your world that crashes. Look on your Facebook as the anger flashes. No one can stop me from tapping that line. So how about next time we don't intertwine online? You've got no two-factor authentication. As the cops came, I'm gone, no altercation.
I got your back, but you best to watch your front. Cause Mr. Robot's in front and I'm a cunt. I got your back, but you best to watch your front. Cause Mr. Robot's in front and I'm a cunt.
Such a cunt and I'm bringing my forte. I'm the kind of cunt I'd even make a whore pay. Your way or mine, don't cross the line. Cause I'm even worse when I'm drunk on the cheap wine. Sometimes I'll snap, act out for vandalism. And other times I'll just diss you to the rhythm. Prison couldn't hold a cunt like me, not likely. Cause I direct shit like Spike Lee. But this ain't a movie, this is real life. I'd fuck your life just to cause some strife. I've done a lot of cunty things, and out of all the cunts you know, I'd be the king. But you best to watch your front, cause robots in front and I'm a cunt. I got your back, but you best to watch your front, cause robots in front and I'm a cunt. This is for the cunts who clap and love the sound. Attacking from the cloud, then I'm back in underground. There's no masking from me now. Popping tornadoes round the globe, track and hunt you down. I think I'll need a planet-sized urn, cause some men just wanna see the world burn. Now it's your turn. I've got your back. Cause robots in front and I'm a cunt. One thing I do, and this is true, I'm sometimes a cunt to all of my crew. You know the usual stealing of hashes, and I'm known to burn cunts down to ashes. They say, hey cunt, when I answer the phone. They say, where's Robot? I say, the cunt's not home. I say, where are you cunts, and what are you cunts doing? And when I'm pissed off, they say, Robot, the cunt is spewing. No one will do it, your sister I'll be screwing in the looing. And I guess that you knew I'm not looking for a crew, but I know it's true that you are a fucking cunt too.
Fucking cunt.
Mess with the best, die like the rest.
Make a sound. Boom, crash, as go pop. Earth ain't ready, but the body drops. They're here, we're doomed. From Mars to Earth, bodies consumed. Marble shake, the ground will quake. No time to run too late, too late. Ack. Look at them coming down. Ack, boom, boom. Ack, boom, this ow. Ow. Ack, boom, 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 boom. Ack, boom, boom, boom. The bass go boom, come in peace. Ack, the bass ack, boom, boom, pow. Take cover, laser beam, pow. Head spinning, Martian proud. They blew up Congress. Pop, bass dropped heavy, now stop. Boom, ack, on the attack. But we're under siege, no time to pack. Boom, bass ack, here comes the hack. Boom, ack, wobble, pow. They guarded boom, the bass pow, boom. Ashes flash, taking over, boom, boom. Earthquakes, bodies drop, ack, stomp. Saps, pow, pow, pow. We're losing track. Don't run, we are your friends. Martian rain. Bass pow, no more pain. Release the dust, boom pow, the bass wheels to save the human race. Martians flee, boom boom, victory. Beat by slave, Earth lives to fight another day. Boom boom, boom bass pow, boom 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 boom, boom boom boom. Now the bass go boom, come in peace. Circle the bass stack, boom boom pow. That don't make a sound. Boom, crash, heads go pop. Earth ain't ready, but body drops. They're here, we're doomed. From Mars to Earth, bodies consumed. Wall will shake, the ground will quake. No time to run too late, too late. Ack. Look at them coming down.
Give it to me, baby. What you got? Yeah. What you got?
vast network of thriving Mayan city-states rise tall against the sky. By night their lavish temples and palaces under the moon and stars glow white, and by day glow a vibrant palette of colors under tropical sun so bright. There existed outlying towns, surrounded by fields fed by massive grid works of irrigation canals. These great city-states were connected by an intricate web of trade routes, stretched for thousands of miles through the Mayan highlands, plateaus and lowlands. Great city-states of the Maya were under the rule of kings, traced the lineage to their god, and were worshipped by the people. And the people believed that kings mediated between them and their god. And the kings performed religious ceremonies at the center of the Mayan culture. By 750 AD, as the warfare and sacrifices only increased, overworked land also began to lead to massive crop failures. The crop failures led to food shortages, famine across the land, and deforestation from overbuilding put an end to the growth of the city-states. By 900 AD they lay abandoned, reclaimed by the desert and jungle.
I woke up this morning and went back to bed. I got up this morning with a pain in my head. Whiskey and beer are my only friends. They justify means to an end, because I'm here to tell you about my blues. I don't know what to do about my whiskey blues. I got up this morning and went back to bed. I got up this morning with my tongue like lead. Just another day, be out with my friends. I just don't know how I'll make amends, 'cause I'm here to tell you about my blues. I don't know what to do about my whiskey blues. No more mornings and no more nights. All my drinking has won its fight. I slip away from this life as I meet my maker to end the fight, 'cause I'm here to tell you about my blues. Don't know what to do, Lord, about my whiskey blues. I woke up this morning and went back to bed. I got up this morning with a pain in my head. Whiskey and beer
Okay, getting everything set up, it looks like. Let me see what's going on here. Looks like Dragus Productions has started their stream, so I'm getting it all set up now. We should be good to go. Not quite sure. Okay, here we go. So I'm gonna mute out, open up the desktop audio, and when they start the show, you guys will hear it from the beginning. And hopefully today will be the second time that I've actually been able to stream. Because censorship sucks without any problems. Not saying that's gonna be the case, just hoping. So it'd be nice to get their logo on there too, wouldn't it? Alright, so we are there.
No explaining, hearts are racing, chased in shadows, thrills in flight, hovering, unseen trace, fueled by mystery, unprovoked proof, mavericks, electricity, we're feeling the roof. You better look up with wide-eyed sight, they're passing above like stars so bright. Ooh. drones across the skies. Whoa, drones across the skies. Silent sharks, crisp cloudy night, hover calmly, freedom lies. Wings of the unknown defy our sight. Travelers of darkened land, curious wanderers changing the wrapped sky. Secrets now within our hand. You better look up with wide-eyed sight. They're passing above like stars so bright. Ooh, drones across the skies. Whoa, drones across the skies, moving in formation above the light. New Jersey skies, a thrilling flight. Up with wide-eyed sight, they're passing above like stars so bright. Ooh, drones across the skies. Whoa, drones across the skies. Whoa.
My tech lizard's feeling low, circuits fried, can't glow. Silicon scales won't shine. Once a star, now it's mine. Reptile dysfunction, gears and bites malfunction. Reptile dysfunction, heart of a bot in detention. Microchips gone haywire, no more robot fire. Pixelated dreams have died, holograms cannot hide. Working in the night, try to make it right. Wires crossed in flight, dawn brings no light.
If the times I come alone, yeah, stop recording on you. You're something life, I've been rushing to be sunbound. I feel this in the wild, in the wild, in the wild, in the wild, in the wild. I go mad in the tracks, chasing ghosts of you. Every mirror shows a face Ten my teeth, it's out there to take you. I'll start to hurt.
Hear us before. Welcome. This is Censorship Sucks Roundtable Radio Show pre-show. It's 20 July 2025. Okay, huge. It is. Well, I couldn't connect to the pre-show.
Hello. Okay.
All right.
Hello.
Hello, folks.
Yeah. You just went out.
No one could hear us before. Welcome. This is Censorship Sucks Roundtable Radio Show pre-show. It's 20 July 2025.
Good to hear. Good to hear.
Okay,
huge. Uploaded the second part 2, man.
Well,
of
I
the
couldn't connect to the
Wednesday
to the
shows. They got part
pre-show.
1 and 2, all things Epstein.
All right.
Hello.
Yeah,
I couldn't watch.
Lights and skies, they glide at night. No explaining, hearts are racing. Chased in shadows, thrills in flight. Hovering, unseen trace. Fueled by mystery, unprovoked proof. Mavericks, electricity, we're feeling the roof. You better look up with wide-eyed sight. They're passing above like stars so bright. Ooh, drones across the skies. Whoa, drones across the skies. Silent sharks pierce the cloudy night. Hover calmly, freedom lies. Wings of the unknown defy our sight. Travelers of darkened land. Curious wanderers changing the red sky. Secrets now within our hand. You better look up with wide-eyed sight. They're passing above like stars so bright. Ooh, drones across the skies. Whoa, drones across the skies, moving in formation above the light. flight.
Oh yeah.
You better look up with wide-eyed sight. The passing above like stars so bright. Ooh, drones across the skies. Whoa, drones across the skies. Whoa.
My tech lizard's feeling low. Circuits fried, can't glow.
Okay, yeah, I got it worked out. Sorry, folks out
Silicone
there.
scale.
It's hello.
Is it working now? Or you know,
Hold on, hold on.
Oh,
Now you
It's
got it.
feedback
working
working
now.
Damn it! All right.
can you hear me now? No.
No, don't do that, please.
You're back now.
Okay, I think I got it
This
worked
is a test.
out now.
A test of the emergency.
Okay, yeah, I got it.
broadcast
Finally, I got it
Had this
worked
been a
out.
real
Sorry,
emergency.
folks out there. It's hello.
system. Is it working now? Or you know,
Hold on, hold on.
Oh,
Now you
It's
got it.
feedback
working
working
now.
Damn it! All right.
can you hear me now? No.
No, don't do that, please.
You're back now.
Okay, I think I got it
This
worked
is a
out
test.
now.
A test.
Wires crossed in flight. Dawn brings no light.
Yeah, though there seems to be a troublesome loop taking place at the moment on the show, so I'm putting the song back on so you guys can enjoy.
Wires crossed in flight. Dawn brings no light.
Yeah, though there seems to be a troublesome loop taking place at the moment on the show, so I'm putting the song back on so you guys can enjoy.
Wires crossed in flight. Dawn brings no light.
Yeah, though there seems to be a troublesome loop.
Every mirror shows her face. She's alive in memories. Alright. Alright.
Ain't honey unbelief. Stand over and attend my teeth. If out there to take you, I'll start to hurt. Talking in was every two. Midnight's not seems opposite side. To feel some people
In the wild, in the wild. By the road, by the road, by the road, by the road. Living free, just like Mama did before. In the heart of a child, I find echoes of you
her dream, chasing dreams, that dream. Gonna ride like mama in that silver stream. Every photo with her smile, she's a star in my mind. Won't deny in the night, in her eyes. Stars above like the ones in mama's life. On the move, we move, always on, never still. She says she'll find her promised land with every mile, destiny she defies. Living loud, just like mama, wild and free. In the mirror of her soul I see traces of her fearless dreams.
Night falls, drones in flight ring through the sky seekers. Where you at, lights flash, hypnotized. We are the watchers. We are the seekers. We are the dreamers. We are the dreams that fly, that fly. Thrill feels electric pulse through the night. They roam seekers. Where you at, heartbeats feel like home. We are the watchers. We are the seekers. We are the dreamers. We are the dreams that fly, that fly.
Damn peach trouble.
Big deal. Dude, John Kerry's
And
on
I don't
that
reason,
list.
dude.
Steam stuff.
Lights and skies, they glide at night. No explaining, hearts are racing. Chased in shadows, thrills in flight. Hovering, unseen trace. Fueled by mystery, unprovoked proof. Mavericks, electricity, we're feeling the roof. You better look up with wide-eyed sight. They're passing above like stars so bright. Ooh, drones across the skies. Whoa, drones across the skies. Silent sharks pierce the cloudy night. Hover calmly, freedom lies. Wings of the unknown defy our sight. Travelers of darkened land. Curious wanderers changing the red sky. Secrets now within our hand. You better look up with wide-eyed sight. They're passing above like stars so bright. Ooh, drones across the skies. Whoa, drones across the skies, moving in formation above the light. New Jersey skies, a thrilling flight. Wide-eyed sight, they're passing above like stars so bright. Ooh, drones across the skies. Whoa, drones across the skies. Whoa, clearing orders through the skies. Sunday nights, it's our choice. Radio waves, breaking free. Censorship, it's not for me. Turn it up, raise your voice. Sunday nights, it's our choice. Radio waves, breaking free. Censorship, it's not for me. Turn it up, raise your voice. Sunday night, it's our choice. Radio waves, breaking free. Censorship, it's not for me. It's not for me.
I just wanted to tell everyone that I, Censorship Sucks, would be nothing without my co-host, David Hogg. I have been riding his coattails since I met him, and would not be the success I am today without his great talent. He is the creator of the Willie's Worm Farm segments and does all the voices, including Willie and Aunt Mama Lou. He invented Saul Good and Uncle Chuck. I'm just an imposter in the field of radio and podcasting. I'm lower than the worms on Willie's Worm Farm. So, if you are listening to my voice, be sure to subscribe to David Hogg here on Minds. If you do that, I can die with a clear conscience. This has been Censorship Sucks dropping a truth bomb. Thank you for listening.
Picture, if you will. A radio show so cheap that all celebrity voices are just mere imitations. One that does not provide legal, medical, or financial advice, on the grounds that it is intended for entertainment purposes only. Now,
hello, everyone, and welcome to the Censorship Sucks Roundtable Radio Show Sunday night edition for July 20th, 2025. A lot of big news going down this week. First, let me introduce my co-host, Bullhorn Barry. How are you doing, friend?
Doing well, man, and thank you.
And Yotivation Nation's back. What's going on, girl?
I'm gonna check it out one more time. Gotta keep learning what I can from you guys.
We didn't have a lot of time in the pre-show, but I noticed something, whenever you first start to speak a sentence, it's a little mumbled, and then after you get about 2 words in, it's all crystal clear from there. I don't know what would cause that, but I'm noticing that. Barry, tell me if I'm crazy, but in the meantime, let's dive into the big news that was going down this week. Tulsi Gabbard, DNI, Director of National Intelligence, has really released all the meat and potatoes out here, man. She's put it all out. They are caught red-handed. The deep state has been caught, folks, red-handed. They manufactured this entire thing. Here she is on Mornings with Maria today on the Sunday edition, speaking.
The implications of this are frankly nothing short of historic. Over 100 documents that we released on Friday really detail and provide evidence of how this treasonous conspiracy was directed by President Obama just weeks before he was due to leave office, after President Trump had already gotten elected. This is not a Democrat or Republican issue. This is an issue that is so serious it should concern every single American, because it has to do with the integrity of our democratic republic. What we saw occur here, as the documents we released detailed, was that we had a sitting president of the United States and his cabinet and leadership team, quite frankly, who were not happy with the fact that President Trump had won the election, that the American people had chosen Donald J. Trump to be the next president, commander-in-chief of the United States. And so they decided that they would do everything possible to try to undermine his ability to do what voters tasked President Trump to do. So creating this piece of manufactured intelligence that claims that Russia had helped Donald Trump get elected contradicted every other assessment that had been made previously in the months leading up to the election that said exactly the opposite, that Russia had neither the intent nor the capability to try to, quote unquote, hack the United States election for the presidency of the United States. So the effect of what President Obama and his senior national security team did was subvert the will of the American people, undermining our democratic republic and enacting what would be essentially a years-long coup against President Trump, who was duly elected by the American people.
Wow. Usurper comes to mind. Motivation. Have you ever used that term?
More than once or twice. Yeah. It's actually confirmation, because this has been going on for so long. It's been 10 years. And I'm happy that it's finally coming out. I'm happy to hear Tulsi talking about it. But I am waiting to see if anything will come from it, because it's been going on for so long already. With Cash in there and Dan Bongino and Pam Bondi, I don't know, maybe something will come of it, but I already know most of this stuff, and I just like most of the people who've been hanging out for 10 years.
We knew about that Susan Rice email that she sent to herself years ago, right? Saying, everything we did. Well, hundreds of new documents have come out. We knew about that Susan Rice email that she sent to herself.
Nothing suspicious here.
Exactly. So I don't know, Barry. What do you think of all this stuff? We've been calling for these arrests, these high-level arrests, for at least investigations. Is Pam Bondi over at the DOJ going to really run with this the way she could now, if she would choose to?
I don't know if she will. I mean, I don't know if she's going to be lasting or not. That's kind of up for debate. But as I've contended from day one, arrest indictments and convictions are coming. I've been mocked for that. I've been laughed at for that. But it looks like now that's probably going to happen. There's a lot of people on that list. And we're talking about possible conspiracy to defraud the United States, sedition, obstruction of justice, perjury, perhaps, false statements, abuse of power. I mean, the list just goes on and on and on.
Oh, yeah. Treason.
This is like, treason, dude. I mean, how do you wrap your head around treason?
Yeah, this makes Watergate look like a walk in the park.
Yeah. It's as bad as it gets. I don't think we've ever had anything this, dire, and no wonder the mainstream media, tried to either cover it up, or even maybe they actually believed that, that they were innocent, just because nobody would want to believe this. Who would want to believe that somebody would do these horrible things that Obama, Clapper, and Brenner, Comey, all these people have allegedly done?
It's pretty incredible if you think about it. Here, she had one other clip that they pulled here. This is Rapid Response 47, by the way. They posted this as well of Tulsi Gabbard on with Maria Bartiromo on Fox News Live Sunday.
There's no question in my mind that this intelligence community assessment that President Obama ordered be published, which contained a manufactured intelligence document. It's worse than even politicization of intelligence. It was manufactured intelligence that sought to achieve President Obama and his team's objective, which was undermining President Trump's presidency and subverting the will of the American people. So yes, next week we will be releasing more detailed information about how exactly this took place and the extent to which this information was sought to be hidden from the American people, hidden from officials who would be in a position to do something about it. And that's really the point here that I think is most important, Maria, and you said it in your opening. Accountability is essential for the future of our country, for the American people to have any sense of trust in the integrity of our democratic republic. Accountability, action, prosecution, indictments for those who are responsible for trying to steal our democracy is essential for us to make sure that this never happens to our country again.
Wow. That's it, man. And you know what? They arrested Donald Trump. They put him on trial. They convicted him. Mm-hmm. So who's to say what's good for the goose isn't good for the gander?
Right, that's what they do. They move the goalposts, and they do it to themselves. But really, looking at it, 2016 is only part one, and it's so far behind. 2020 would be part two. 2016, they tried to overturn the election results that we, the people, voted for, but they weren't successful. And they did so much damage to our nation in trying to oust President Trump. And in 2020, they actually did, because they snuck Joe Biden in there. And so I would say that Russia is just part one. We still have to go with election 2020, where they were actually successful at overturning we, the people, and our vote. So, but one thing at a time. I'm getting ahead of myself. It takes 10 more years.
It's funny, Barry. They say, it's documented that Trump lied 3,000 times over the last so many years. And a lot of it was him saying, look what they're doing to me. Right. Look at this setup. You know what I mean? Oh, that's a lie. There's no setup. So
yeah, exactly.
Right? No, the Hunter Biden laptop's fake. You just lied about it. We can't let them sit up there and lie about it.
Yeah, because their perspective was different than Trump's. I mean, even down to stuff like, when he would call the fake news. Oh, that's a lie. Mm-hmm. We're not fake. We're real. Even though they're kind of pretty much state-run government media. And Obama was the one that lifted that with the Smith-Mundt Act. Remember that?
Mm-hmm. And I got to just say that when this whole dossier, this PP dossier came out, I literally almost spit my milk up as I was reading it.
Yeah.
Like they got him in some high-end hotel in Moscow, jumping up and down on the bed naked with prostitutes peeing all over the bed because Barack Obama allegedly slept in it 2 years earlier. Now, what?
Yeah. It's so
like, how is that like, how are you getting Obama by peeing on a bed, right? Like, you got to sleep there tonight, by the way,
Well, Trump's a known germophobia, first of all. So the idea that he would allow anyone to urinate on him is just total absurdity, right? He wouldn't even shake people's hands after they've come out of the bathroom if they haven't washed their hands. I mean, he had a real phobia that he had to get therapy for to sort of deal with that and navigate that. I don't think he's ever really gotten over that. He still is kind of a germophobia.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think you're right. Remember when Elon's kid wiped a booger on the desk and he had to go get it cleaned?
Well, it's a Resolute desk. Yeah, you're going to want to clean that off. Even the Kennedy kids had to clean up their boogers under the desk. They knew better. You never wipe a booger on the Resolute desk, okay?
Yes.
Anyway, I don't know how we got here, but let's, manufactured. Yeah, manufactured is a thing, and they did such a bad job of it that I actually just thought it was comical when it came out. I was like, oh my God, this is like ridiculously funny. Like
Isn't that
there's
what they
no way that's true.
I mean, they need to make it as absurd as possible so that they can make it somewhat believable, right? I mean, that's kind of their strategy, I think. I mean, sort of like these so-called, the Wall Street Journal with him painting the naked picture. We just might as well call Trump the doodler now. Like, I've never noticed Trump to be a doodler, but apparently he doodles naked pictures of women now.
If Trump is in a business meeting and he's bored to the point where he starts drawing pictures and doodles, he ends the meeting and leaves.
Really dollar signs.
Yeah, well, we've got the diddler. We might as well have the doodler.
Yeah, it's
diddler. It's all in the mix.
Yeah, right. So the 45, 46, 47, doodle, diddle, doodle. I don't know. There's something in there, right?
Doodle dee and doodle dum.
But no, this is garbage. And again, they got him. They got him dead to rights. And you listed off a bunch of crimes that are involved in this, Barry. It goes on and on. And I think treason is the biggest one. And it came from the top. They've got the evidence and the proof that this all came from the top, directly from Obama.
You know what the penalty for treason is, right?
Pretty harsh.
Mm-hmm. DEATH. Do you think that they would do that?
No, nor would I necessarily want to see that. But if you're convicted of a capital, offense, then, the vast majority of your life in jail is probably what it's going to be. Or, I mean, because you're a former president, maybe it's a lockdown, house arrest. But, we get to pick the house, and it ain't going to be one you own.
A big house.
No, we ain't going to lock you down in your house in Nantucket. No.
I don't think that people realize how extensive this is going to be too, because the names on that roster that was turned over to DOJ, it's people like Clapper, Brennan, Comey, Rice, Kerry, Loretta Lynch, Andrew McCabe, and let's not forget Barack Obama as well. And I predicted, because I've been saying arrest, indictments, and convictions from day one is going to happen. And I said, when Obama is indicted, that he will flee the country and seek asylum because he is as weak as they come. I said, if Hillary is ever indicted, she'll stand trial because she's just stupid. But Obama, they're going to have to watch him, because if he gets indicted, he's got a lot of friends in other countries. You know what I'm saying? So he will try to flee, in my opinion. This is just me wargaming it. I have, no actual solid evidence other than, just sort of wargaming it out.
I haven't given that much thought. I don't know what he'd do. My thinking is he would, stand trial and fight it, and they'd all call it racism and, fake and yada, yada, yada. They go through the same route. And he'd know the worse punishment he gets, the more he looks like a martyr. Because the left will never admit any of this is real, right? CNN, all these people, they're not going to admit that this happened.
When they put the orange suit on him, though, do you think that might change his opinion a little bit?
Well, I don't know, though. I mean, how can the media, and this goes to you, Yotivation, how can the media ever admit any of this and report on it as it's happening, other than, to try to obfuscate it, because they were complicit in this. They ran with this garbage. All these leaks from unknown people in the, in the government, they ran with it. They perpetrated this lie. If they looked into it at all, it would have never been a story.
But
they didn't. They were spoon-fed it, and they ran with it.
Exactly. The facts were always there. And they went along just like Mockingbird Media does, with Jim Comey feeding them the leaks that he shouldn't have been feeding, especially since they were all lies. And I think a couple of things that we should keep in mind, too, is how much it cost the taxpayers when they knew that they started the lie in the first place, and it ended up costing us millions. What, 40, 80? I don't remember. A lot. And how many families were broken up because of the media pushing the lies, and that's where Trump derangement syndrome comes from. And I mean, they really retarded our nation in so many different ways. We could have been, on a huge trajectory, but Barack Obama, Joe Biden, they set up General Flynn also. This is another thing that'll have to come out. And we've already talked about it here, but there's many things that the FB lie, that's what I call under Joe Biden, Barack Obama. They have a lot of things to atone for. And the reason why we kept going through stuff is because they never held them accountable in the first place. So if we want something to change, they're going to have accountability. In order to restore trust, they must.
Exactly. And really, it's a lot about restoration of trust. And Barry, this goes a long way towards that. If we start seeing arrests of key people, for these exact, things, they bail out, of course, but then you got a trial. And man, that trial, they got to watch it because, the left is centered and they have one commonality, and that they hate Trump. They hate MAGA. But the right loves America. They love the Constitution. We have a foundation to stand on. The left just has a hatred of one person. So if they break that and show them all that, hey, you've been lied to, you've been conned, you've been had, will that help maybe fix America and bring us into this next 250-year anniversary of our country?
Oh, most definitely, man. It'll wake up a lot of Democrats who basically, thought that Trump lived by a different set of facts. In other words, like you were saying earlier, everything he said was basically a lie, when in reality, he was just speaking the truth based on the evidence. And so really it's the left that didn't have their facts straight. And once they find that out, a lot of them will basically abandon the Democrat Party. I mean, they've been leaving in droves already ever since the hashtag, whatever it was called, hashtag leave behind, or what was that called again?
Me Too?
No, Brandon Straka, walk away, the hashtag.
Walk away.
Yeah, ever since then, I mean, Democrats have been leaving in droves. But there'll always be that base that just stays faithful regardless of the facts, regardless of the truth, regardless of what it means, even if it means high treason, right? And those people, I feel sorry for those people, though. I really do.
Yeah, well, it's coming to that. I think the world's going to be shocked. And again, it's going to be very, very difficult. They're going to have to walk such a tightrope on the far left media in this country. PBS and NPR, they might be happy they lost some funding because they don't want to. They can hide behind that and be like, hey, we're just not even going to touch any of this stuff. We don't have the staff to do it. But, we're talking about Obama, Brennan, Clapper, Comey, Susan Rice, others. They all knew the Russian hack never happened, right? They never hacked anything. They never interfered in 2016 election, but they pushed that lie for years, for a decade. And it's got to start waking up people, man. When these people are having to testify, did you know that this wasn't real? Well, I take the fifth. Oh, you take the fifth. You're not just going to say no? Take the fifth, huh? I've had a lot of that lately. Have you seen these meetings around Joe Biden where they're bringing in Jill Biden's work husband, I think they call him, and Joe Biden's doctor, and they're all taking the fifth. What's he see now? Oh, take the fifth.
Imagine that.
You guys have that list handy of all the people that are in trouble right now? Because I have a couple of names here that I didn't
what about
hear.
That,
and if you have the list,
remember the dude, we couldn't even mention his name?
Yeah, Eric
You weren't even allowed to say his name for like a year?
Yeah, the name that shall not be mentioned, according to Adam Schiff. What about Rod Rosenstein? Is his name on that list?
Well, there's a finite list of people that were in a meeting at the White House where this thing originated from.
I see. Okay.
Okay. And that list is basically Obama's inner circle in the White House at that point. So the names I just mentioned, right? Susan Rice, Clapper, Comey, you know, those types of people. There's a few more that were there that aren't listed here, but, you know, there's not a whole, it wasn't like 100 people.
I don't know if I mentioned, but I know John Kerry's on the list as well. And that guy, man, he's a top globalist stooge. That guy is undermining, you know, America and President Trump, in my opinion, for a long time.
Yeah.
Violating the Logan Act.
Correct.
Imagine multiple times.
Multiple, I'm sure.
You know, getting into affairs when he wasn't even an elected official, right? Doing things, diplomatic things, when he wasn't even elected, when Trump was the president the first time around. So, yeah, that guy, Kerry, I mean, he's not in his right mind, in my opinion.
This is Steve Bannon the other day. He said, quote, "This is how duplicitous they are. This is how guilty they are. Ben Rhodes, Obama, all of them are going to rot in prison. This is why we got to get on top of this. This is the deep state. This is a coup against Trump." And remember, they put him in jail for this stuff. You know, when they put up a lot of people in jail over these made-up lies that have now been exposed and are going to only be more and more and more exposed. You know?
Yeah. Roger Stone, Paul Manafort. There was somebody else in there.
Yeah, that actually went to jail for a period of time over all this garbage. You know?
That's
so
right.
I hear that and I look at that and you know these people are out for some revenge because you don't just send these people to jail for garbage, for nothing, for made up stuff.
It shows you how committed to the lie that they were. That's what they have to do. They had to cling on to it, or they would be in the situation they're in right now, 10 years later.
So, yes, you asked the question, you know, will this wake up Democrats? Well, I have a question for both you and Yo. Will this wake up the fake news? Like, how are they going to report on this if there actual are indictments and there's trials being held? How will they navigate that? How will they mitigate that to make it look favorable towards the corrupt establishment and continue to make this, you know, anti-Trump stuff? Will they do that, or will they shift? Or will some shift and some not? I mean, this could be a big turning point for so many different things. So what do you guys think?
Who was it? Was it Jake Tapper that just put out that book detailing Biden's decline?
Yep.
That was total mystery to him, but here's the scoop, man. You know, I didn't see this personally as a news journalist, you know, but now, after the fact, it kind of turns out he was senile the whole time. So they almost have to put that pretzel suit on.
That same type of narrative. Yeah.
Yeah, that like all of a sudden he writes another book about, you know, you got Potato Head coming out with a book about how, you know, the Russia collusion thing was fake, you know, and how we were all bamboozled.
As it is to all of us, it turns out that it was actually right, believe it or not.
Yeah, but Trump is still really bad.
Yeah, he's still the orange man.
Still really bad, yeah. But yeah, that might have been fake. But we didn't know anything about it because we're journalists and we don't look into these things.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
You know, it's because of that where all this independent journalism came from, you know, because they pushed and forced our hand. So we had to start our own shows. And look at that. I mean, here we are. I don't know if we would be here if we hadn't gone through all of this.
And we watched it all unfold real time. You know, in real time, we watched this all unfold. It wasn't a lie to we didn't ever fall for this stuff. You know, and I wasn't a big Trump fan going into all this. When he first went down the escalator, I was like, dude, please don't. Just please don't. And then he started with the tweets, and I'm like, oh, man, this is just not going to end well. You know, I'm like, I just was not a fan of Trump. I didn't vote for him in the primary. But then he won the primaries. And I saw how even the GOP reacted to it. And I was mad. I was pissed off. The people had spoken. What do you mean he can't be the guy? I don't like him. You don't like him. Whatever. He still won. And then I started saying, okay, you know, let's give this guy a second chance. And he won me over. And then he had his first term and, you know, he did fantastic. He did most everything he said he'd do. He's messed up a few things, but I think in the second term, the few things that he messed up in his first term, he's addressed immediately, to large degrees, i.e. Doge. Doge. Getting rid of government waste is critical at this point. Our finances are on a trajectory straight to bankruptcy, but they're doing smart things. They're bringing crypto back into the United States with the crypto week that we just had. All those bills passed. Now we've got the stablecoin, the Genius Act. We have all these things that are going to add on and add on and add on to the pile of things that will be developed here in the United States versus going overseas. And we were very close to a point where crypto was going to be regulated to such a point in the United States that everybody says, why bother? Let's go to Japan or, Singapore or wherever, right? It's a fluid community. Let's focus those things on countries that have, better laws for it. And so we just reversed a lot of that and created an environment here where in the United States, we can strive to be the crypto king country, the home base. The Stable Act, I think it's called, talks about stable coins. And they're linked to the dollar and how they will be regulated in such a way that everyone can reliably get access to their dollar-based tokens,
Nice.
And to just make that market safer and safer and safer, which is fantastic. I mean, that's a big, beautiful thing that will help tether the dollar to, these different coins that are going to be used on a daily basis all over the world to exchange into other coins,
Yeah.
That's a big thing. Big thing. If, if the BRICS put together a currency and that won the stablecoin battle, then suddenly we're giving up all that power to Russia, China, India, and Brazil,
Yeah. It's another way to make America the leader in prosperity and promise, which is what Trump wants. He wants to make America great, which means leveling up all of the citizens, whereas Biden and the Democrats and the globalists wanted to level everyone down to one manageable level so that they could introduce their chump change, universal basic income and control everything and dominate us and weaken us and control us, whereas this is a totally different thing, and I'm totally for it.
Absolutely. Yotivation, what say you?
Yeah, I think, people come on and they try and say that President Trump is with them. I still don't understand how they can say that. He's the most invested president that we've ever had. He put his money where his mouth is. He donated his checks back to our nation. He helped bust Jeffrey Epstein. He was the only one that helped bust him the first time around. He actually arrested Jeffrey Epstein in his first term as president. I mean, and he's going after pedophiles just the same as he did the first time around. He made that one of his first orders of business. So the people who think that President Trump isn't on America's side, I still don't get it, because he sure isn't on their side.
Yep. Absolutely. And here we are, folks, on the precipice of what could be one of the biggest just acts of justice the world has ever seen. As I said before, this is far bigger than Watergate, which is still, this huge thing. Far, far bigger. If this actually comes to be, this is the largest, act of treason in the United States of American history, in world history, really. I mean, there might be some obscure references back from Mongolia or something, but my Lord. In the West, I can't think of any other time where a freely elected president took office and then was absolutely, destroyed from inside, attacked from inside by his own intelligence agencies.
It's so horrifying, and even more horrifying when you think about it, that it was a former president of the United States of America that was possibly and allegedly behind all of this. That is just absolutely terrifying. It's like being taken down from within at the absolute highest of levels. And remember, all of these people like Barack Obama and Comey, in fact, you can go to X, formerly known as Twitter, and just search it out for yourself. All of these people kept saying, no one is above the law. No one is above no one is above the law. That's going to come back to haunt them.
Yeah.
Because no one is above the law.
And they played this video, or it's going viral lately, of Barack Obama meeting with Trump in the Oval Office and ensuring him that there would be a peaceful transition of power. You know? And I remember that. And I remember watching it and thinking, wow, you know, he seems pretty sincere. I bet he might just actually work with Trump and make it a good transition of power. That's, you know, that's a good thing. But underneath, man, that's that calm duck on the water, and underneath his feet are going crazy, right?
Well, how did Trump maintain his composure being around Barack Obama so many times, right? Knowing what he knew about Barack Obama. Remember the whole thing? I think it was at one of the deaths of somebody who was at a funeral, and Trump was talking to Obama, and Trump made Obama laugh. Well, now we found out what that was. It was actually Trump inviting Obama to play golf with him. And he turned him down, obviously, because Trump would smoke him and embarrass him. But that's another.
Well, I mean, you know, you should be able to golf with people that are substantially better than you and, you know, still kind of have a good time. I would, if I golf with Trump, I would suck, but I'd be impressed to watch him play. I wouldn't be embarrassed.
But think about the composure to invite your nemesis to play golf with. I mean, usually when you play golf with, it's really pretty much one of those sports you play with your friends. And there is no way you can tell me that Barack Obama and Donald Trump were ever friends. And that would go
of course
both
not.
ways.
Yeah.
Man. But yet Trump would joke with him. Obama would put that fake laugh on. But I guarantee you, if Obama said, yeah, I'll go play golf with you, Trump would have done it. And Trump probably would have called him and asked him some serious questions as well. I think that's just my opinion.
Well, you got 18 holes to talk. That's a long time, you know? It's like 4 or 5 hours.
Good point.
Right? Yeah. So, yeah, it's really interesting. Now, George W. Bush, we remember, was very good friends with Michelle Obama, or whatever that's worth. They just seem to love each other.
Yeah, holding hands and everything.
Mm-hmm.
For real.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, smooching. Feeling happy.
But they were holding hands at that funeral where George Bush was acting like a buffoon. Remember that video that came out? There was some funeral that they were at, and they were supposed to be somber, and he was dancing around holding Michelle's hand like he was like out of his mind completely. And if you guys doubt me on this stuff, just go look it up, research it, and watch the video for yourself, because I'm not giving you misinformation.
Oh, no. That's the Elevation's job, as misinformation, right? I mean, you know, MS period information. You're all about the information. You're misinformation.
Yeah, right. I know it's definitely crazy. And you know, I think the reason why we're only now seeing this stuff is because previously prior presidents have been in this, you know, deep state club, I believe. And President Trump is the only one who isn't. He went in there, he made them look like fools because he applied common sense policies, and he showed what would happen if we actually had somebody running our nation who actually wanted America to succeed rather than trying to, as you said, bring us down from within.
Oh, yeah. We talked about it during the Biden years so many times. If you were trying to destroy the United States of America, what would you have done differently? From the lockdowns to the jab, right? All the way through the inflation that was produced trying to fight the virus, the China virus. You know, the crazy amounts of spending, the debt, the open borders. You know, we're in the middle of this pandemic. Yet let's open the border immediately to the entire planet.
Yeah.
And
you
transgenderism.
It's just into another crisis, basically.
On. Yeah. The whole
to Barack Obama. He's the one that started all that transgender stuff. Remember, Targets were just starting to put those transgender bathrooms in while he was still in office. And that's where it started going crazy after that.
Well, that's another story that's come out here about how Biden coordinated the effort for the FBI to go after the parents who stood up at the school board meetings. Right? That was a huge story when they came out. You know, they were literally targeting them. They released this letter that, you know, called them domestic terrorists. Parents that were concerned about like weird gay books in their kids' school when they're 5 years old. They're reading about, you know, how to give a hand job, you know, and more and worse and much worse.
A lot of it was pedophilic. So that in nature, that was really concerning.
Yeah, man.
And in fact, they would arrest the parents for reading the books, but it was perfectly okay for the children to read it, obviously.
Yeah, when they had those meetings and the parents tried to read the books and they're like, don't say that, that's censored. And that's what they're teaching the kids.
To read what I can't read right now. Think about the insanity of that, man.
And we're not talking high school here. We're talking elementary school.
Yeah. Well, that's been proven now. I think Breitbart had an article on that a couple of days ago. Maybe that's what you're referring to about how, you know, the Biden administration went after these people, you know, unjustly and politically, right? To get them arrested. That was the end game.
They weaponized the intelligence agencies.
There's no constitutional backing for
it was
that,
to scare them, to shut them up, to make them not come out and speak up. Just do what we tell you.
Arrest them as well, but I just don't think they had the ground to do so.
Well, I mean, in several states in this country, if your teacher is secretly grooming your kid during the day, and then all of a sudden your, I don't know, 8-year-old boy comes home and says, "Hey, Dad, I'm a girl. Call me Susie now." And you say, "What are you talking about? Let's go up in your room, put on your jeans, put on your boys' clothes, and, you know, we're going to go out to the movie tonight. You can't wear a girl's clothes." No, Daddy, I want, you know, this is me. I'm Susie now. You fight that and say, what can we do? How can we prevent, you know, how can we talk our kid back into some common sense? They can throw you in jail and then go off and transition your kid, put them into foster care.
Yeah,
they put them into foster care and put them with parents that are trans as well. Right? I'll use the term parents loosely there, by the way.
Right.
Yeah, it's really, really sick, man. And it appears that hospitals may still be actually doing these types of surgeries on children. And I think that the doctors that do this should be fully prosecuted to the full extent of the law and have their license taken away from them and thrown in jail, man. I mean, to do this to an innocent child is just, it's barbarous, it's evil, it's deranged, demented.
Don't they have to say something like "do no harm"?
Yeah, do no harm. Exactly. I mean, that is just straight up harm. And it doesn't lower their suicide rates. You know,
it increases
because they're in this bad place where they're suicidal and they say, I want to be a girl. I need to be a girl. And then boom, you're a girl. And it's not that dream world you thought it'd be. You're just a dude who looks like a girl, kind of. You know what I mean? It's still the same thing. Nothing changes. You're just, the people around you don't see a girl. They still see a dude, even though you know, had some major stuff going on down there.
Yeah, I talked to a contractor
changes. Yeah, go ahead.
He had a transgender that worked for him, and he said it was a girl who thought she was a dude until it came time to do dude work, you know. So even if you think you're a dude, when it comes down to it, you got to do dude stuff.
Exactly. That's like the WNBA complaining about, you know, not making their fair share. Well, if you want to make your fair share, go play in the NBA, not the WNBA. Go to the NBA. If they hire you, you'll get your fair share. Anyway, folks, we got to go to break. We'll be right back with more Censorship Sucks Roundtable Radio Show right after this.
All right, we are on Radio Break, and I got 4 platforms up.
Oh, good for you, man. Excellent.
Now, I found out what was going on. Telegram was being the conflict. And that's what was being the loop with everything. So
I thought your dog. I thought for sure your dog was sleeping on the space bar.
Dog? I don't have a dog yet, but you know, Nina's dog.
Well, you did last week.
Your grand puppy.
But Zeus is a good boy. All right, he wouldn't do that. He's our my Yeah, something like that.
He works for Bones.
Yeah, he works for Bones and Treats. Oh, he loves to sit. That boy, he can sit. So long as you pet him, he'll let you pet him forever. We are up on D Live, Kick, Twitch, and Beam right now.
Hello,
and streaming over to our own website, my own website, Tragus Productions at wixsite.com or something like that. But you guys, you'll see if you're in chat, you'll see it pop up. So go ahead and check out the site too.
I think I know what Yotivation's mic problem is.
What?
Go into the Sunday room where we're at and click on the mic at the top right hand corner, and go down and click off noise suppression. That might be what's causing it.
Oh.
Okay.
If you have the noise either turned on, that it may not be coming in all the way because you're not close enough to the microphone.
We're gonna have
it's suppressing it until you start talking, and then it turns off once you say a couple words, right? That would make sense.
Okay.
Is that better?
This is the plan, all right? We have about 10 minutes left on this meeting, all right?
Oh.
So we'll go to break early, but we'll come back from early, though. You know what I'm saying?
We can do that?
Yes, I can do that. So long as it's a few minutes either way. Before. So long as we take the break. All right?
Well, like if I'm... All right, okay. Gotcha.
So this next segment's going to be pretty short.
Like the last segment was.
Well, yeah, no, it will. Yeah, this one was. Well, this next one's a 10-minute, and you're saying you want me to cut it at like 6:43.
If we get, if we can get 10 minutes in, we'll only have like a minute left, and then we're going to get cut right off.
I'll cut it at 6:53. Does that sound good to you?
Yeah, no more than 6:54. All right, and we'll be good.
Okay, 6:53 is where I'll cut it.
Okay.
Instead of 6:55, so that gives us a 7-minute segment here instead of.
Okay. Sorry about that. I mean, I had a lot of stuff bouncing around.
You know, a couple weeks ago, you were about 2 minutes late to one of the shows.
Well, hey, that
about that
too,
and it's what they call the butterfly effect. You know, Mark?
Yeah. Well, okay.
Don't mess with Mark because he's a perfectionist. So
Yeah, this is gonna piss me off for the rest of the night, anyways. Because
when we were on Skype and I initiated the start of each call, I always did it right on time. That's all I'm saying. That's just leave that there.
Oh,
no.
Let's go back to Skype then. No, right? Oh yeah, it doesn't exist.
I bet it does somewhere. I bet there is a way to use Skype still. If Josh was here, he'd be like, "Oh yeah, just go."
I know how to do it. Hold on, let me get my. I'll hack that Russian satellite, and I bet it's mine's fault. Those assholes over there. It's like 30 seconds, anyways. But that's what Josh would do. But that's Josh. He goes, "You should be using my site."
Yo, did you figure that out?
Yes, I did.
Yes, no.
Okay, here you go. Here's your countdown.
Maybe.
5,
That's a maybe.
4,
maybe.
3, 2, 1, and you are live and back on the radio side right now.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Censorship Sucks Roundtable radio show. And, this is a short segment in the show, and I always like to pick out some fun stories to talk about here. So let's talk about the Coldplay concert, where the CEO of a company called Astronomer and his head of HR were caught on the kiss cam. Have you guys seen this?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Who hasn't?
Caught on the kiss cam, and they're just embarrassed. As soon as the cam goes up there, they look away like they're guilty as hell, and the lead singer for the band calls them out on it, and it goes viral. And next thing you know, now had he just leaned in and kissed her real quick,
nobody would know.
Yeah, if nobody would have really thought much of it, it wouldn't have gone viral, and they wouldn't have got caught. But they flipped out for good reason too, because they're all like, embraced with each other and, yada yada. They're both married, or what, at least he is.
No,
I'm
they're
not
both
sure about
married.
her.
Yeah, both of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the Philadelphia Phillies have their mascots, right? And so during the game the other night, they were doing the kiss cam. Okay. So they go to all these people, and they had a bunch of people set up where they just like made fun of it. Like there were, a bunch of dudes, like, and, like all this stuff. Like, and then they get to the mascot with the pink-haired female mascot in his arms, right? And their mascots both just start like hiding and imitating the way they were reacting. And I mean, if you were at that baseball game, that would have been one of the funniest things you've ever seen in your life.
Yeah.
Carol.
Oh, he stepped down way too. The CEO did. He had to resign.
Yeah. But anyway, that's just a funny story. I wish I could play video for you guys. I really wish I could play video over the radio, but I can't do it. But it is out there. Just put in Phillies and Coldplay.
It is kind of
Kiss
satisfying,
Cam.
isn't it? Seeing a big tech CEO getting busted like that. There's something very satisfying about that,
Well,
unfortunately.
they were up to no good. They were shenanigans, right? Shenanigans,
man. And they got busted.
When we see shenanigans, we like to call them out.
Who knew that a Jumbotron could be so effective?
And honestly, it was just their reaction. They flipped out so hard. They were just guilty,
Oh, yeah. There's that one freeze frame where, the CEO's eyes are just like, just super duper big, like Adam Schiff's eyes or something.
Yeah. Now, Yotivation, when you and Saul go to concerts and stuff, do you ever worry about the kiss cam focusing on you guys?
Yeah, every once in a while, but Angela has a special loge that we can just go hide out in, so it's not really that big of a deal. They should have got a loge.
A loge, okay.
Yeah.
Most of us aren't sure what that is, but anyway, I thought that was a fun story. Do you guys have anything else you want to say about that one before we move on?
Well, I just wanted to add that the woman that was being embraced was apparently married to this guy that's named Andrew Cabot, who's the chief executive of Privateer Rum, a Massachusetts-based alcohol maker. And he's also apparently an ancestor to the original Andrew Cabot of 1750 to 1791. I found that quite interesting, who also was a rum distiller and successful American privateer during the American Revolution. So I thought that was kind of interesting.
Okay. In other news, the son of Isaac Hayes Jr., Isaac Hayes III, came out and made a statement about his dad's actual experience on South Park. And if you guys, I don't know, Yotivation, are you into South Park at all? Do you know much about it?
I know who the little characters are, but no, I don't really watch South Park.
Have you seen Chef? Do you know who Chef is, if I had mentioned that guy?
Yes.
Okay. Isaac Hayes played the voice. He's the big black cook, the chef, makes lunches and everything at the school, and they're always asking him all this advice, and he's just the biggest womanizer in the world. And he was a Scientologist, Isaac Hayes was, and they made an episode ripping on Scientology. These guys made an entire award-winning Broadway show that was the bestseller for 10 years on Broadway, called The Book of Mormon, that just ripped on Mormons, right? So they ripped on Scientology with an episode called In the Closet, where Tom Cruise is just sitting trapped in a closet. He's in the closet, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so basically that episode ran the first time, then it ran the second time. And around the time that it ran the second time, Chef had a stroke, IRL. And Scientology jumped in that window there to basically get him off the show, to eliminate him from South Park. And that's kind of where it all went down. In other words, he died not long thereafter. His voice recovered enough for him to try to go do some touring, but it didn't work out, and he, passed on. Unfortunately, as we all love Isaac Hayes to, the end of the earth. But his son came out and said it wasn't him that had any rift with South Park. It was Scientology that stepped in there, and some people within the church made those decisions on his behalf while he was in a very bad place. And I don't know. They made the final episode after all that where they killed off Chef and they resurrected him as Darth Chef, which, if you guys saw that episode, you know what I'm talking about. I know a lot of people out there do listen to this, and some of you have no idea what I'm talking about. So I don't want to go too much further into that. So I don't know. Any comments, guys?
Rest in peace.
What's that?
Rest in peace. Jeff.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he was Isaac Hayes, man. He was just such a great artist. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, when South Park took off, they on the team. I don't know how they did that, but he was so perfect as Chef. Hello, children. Just so good as Chef. He really was just a beautiful addition to the show, and something that we can't get back. But anyway, folks, we're going to go to break a little bit early here, and we'll come back a little bit early. But this is the Censorship Sucks Roundtable Radio Show, Sunday night edition for July 20, 2025. And we'll be right back with hour 2 right after this short break.
All right. I'm going to let this one run out, and then I'll pick you up here in a few minutes.
Yeah, I went to break early because you guys weren't giving me anything on those 2 stories, man.
There.
Well, we're just not informed. That's all.
Well, you saw the kiss cam. I don't know.
Oh yeah,
I thought that was a funny story.
Oh no, it was great, dude. I mean, I think it's sort of interesting that he was a tech guy, and not that he's responsible for the surveillance state per se, but he might kind of represent that. The very people that create the surveillance state got caught with their surveillance.
See, that's such a great comment to bring up in the break. Not on the show though, but in the break. That's a good comment.
Break.
That's really that's good stuff, Barry, right there. That's almost radio worthy.
Almost radio worthy.
Almost. Well, I researched it, and he's, he himself and his company and the people, his clients, aren't really a part of like the surveillance state, or they don't have any unscrupulous, past or anything like that. So that's why I just didn't mention it. But he could represent
Jason.
He is a tech giant.
Roger says Barry sucks, and they did the same thing to the girl on King of Queens also. Anyways.
To the King of Queens?
Yeah. Ever watched that show, King of Queens? One of the girls from...
Vaguely.
Yeah.
A psychologist.
I'm more of a oh god, what's the spin-off from Big Bang, the young Sheldon. Young Sheldon, that's it. I'm a big Young Sheldon fan.
You like Young Sheldon? Like, okay.
Well, yeah, who doesn't?
Yeah, you probably like Seinfeld too.
Sure. And there's nothing wrong with that.
No. Nothing at all. I'm waiting for Barry to chime in. I don't even know who those shows are.
I probably don't. Yeah.
Barry's way more up on Hollywood than many of us.
Yeah.
Skip it all.
Well, we're going to get cut off here any second, so...
I'm going to hang up. I'll be right back.
Yeah, just stay with me until... well, that's the end of segment 1, but we will come back with segment 2 here shortly. I'd like to thank everybody out there in Radio Land for being there, and especially on the video side that have just come in. I appreciate each and every one of you, and so do my hosts. We're getting everything ready to go for the next the next group. The only problem is we get these things going, and we have some. We're on a timer for the chats, but it keeps me on track with all of my other stuff. Fortunately, all right. So I'm gonna switch over here in another minute, and then I'll get everybody back. I want to make sure that John and the rest of the crew, Barry and Yodavation, and also Willie, when he comes in, to come in. And we'll get that. Epic Hits DC, appreciate you. Appreciate Dan Trinka and Roger Hansen and all the folks out there tonight. Connie Cryptic over here in Kick Chat as well, and a lot of the folks. And we're gonna take in. We're gonna make this happen. I know we were late on the video side, but we're right on time for the audio side. I had an update today that screwed up a lot of my, a whole lot of my settings, and we had some issues with that. So let me take and get the crew back up here, and I'll get them going. All right. Get John, Barry.
Hey.
And where's Willie at? Get that. Willie
What
leave.
room are we in?
Will
Are we
he
in the right
leave?
room? You lobby.
In here.
Yeah.
Making the call. Hey now.
Making the call.
Oh.
Where's that Yodavation at? She's right there.
He's
Just say
early,
her.
man. Willie is early, dude. That's unusual.
All right, Willie, we're going to come back early. Okay? Yeah, because we went... anything I need to know?
No, man. Yeah, you know it all, man.
I got some ideas for you. I wrote down some ideas for you, right?
Yeah.
One of them, you're going to start a super happy fun club. It's going to be called Heaven's Gate.
No.
Hey, that might be something to work on for a little bit later on, man. Hey,
Exactly.
You know, yeah, you'll produce.
You could also draw Muhammad live on the air.
Yeah. You trying to get off, man? You're gonna have all them Muslims all over you, man. They're gonna be boycotting you and every daggum thing else. Oh, I can't say
and the other
on
one,
the radio, though.
I was laughing about this one a lot. Is you're gonna sue Simon and Garfunkel because you don't listen to them lyrics about Cecilia, our moderator, and you ain't having it.
I hear you, man.
Hey, what about that? What about that bass boat thing that I talked to you about in chat earlier, Willie? You could go with that too.
Yeah, I have something to work on, man. Come out,
making love in the afternoon.
It's a dirigible, submergible bass boat.
Making love in the afternoon. I get up to wash my face. When I come back, someone's taken my place. That there's slander. Because Cecilia is pure and perfect and good, and that ain't that. It's slander. They wrote that about her.
MC Dirty Work in the house over in the D Live chat along with
and then
Roger
we explain
Hansen.
to you how that's not about her.
I Willie got other ideas, man. He got stuff going on.
Okay. Yeah. I'm just throwing stuff on the wall, man. But go ahead, man. We're going to run your show tonight, Willie, because you're a genius.
No, hey, what needs to happen, man, is Willie needs a writer and needs a manager so he can go viral, man. Viral. He can be all over the internet just like them Coldplay people,
Why
man.
do you need a manager, Willie? I made you viral already.
Hey, that's all good. You worthless, man.
I sent you down to that whorehouse in New Orleans. You should be viral now.
Yeah, no, I the only thing down there in New Orleans was that Annabelle doll, man. Hey, and people's dying left and right after messing around with that Annabelle doll. Hey, look at him. Hey, it's all good. You owe me money, man. Hey, you owe me lots and lots and tons of money.
You owe me $7.25 from the last time we went to 7-Eleven and you had no cash. And I covered it. You still owe me $7.24.
30 seconds, boys.
Hey, you worthless, man.
You're
30
gay.
seconds.
Willie's gay.
10, 9, 8. Flat Earth. Let's talk about flat Earth.
9/11.
Look out, cats, dogs, and kids. Guess what? Here's your countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you're live and on the radio side right now.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Hour 2 of the Censorship Sucks Roundtable Radio Show Sunday Night Edition. And we're trying to pick up some of the slack for NPR because they've lost some of their funding. So for tonight, for the next hour, we're going to speak in this type of voice to just simulate a little bit of what NPR has lost to the market. So, on that note, let's bring in our first guest. Barry, you ready to welcome in our first guest?
I am ready to bring in the first guest.
Okay. His name is Willie, and he's a worm farmer from Florida who also has a cricket emporium in North Carolina. Willie, welcome to the show. How are you?
Yeah. Hey, man, hi, NPR. Hey, they need money, man. I signed on the NPR the other day, and all of a sudden, just out of the blue, they blocked what I was reading. They blocked what I was reading to tell me they need money. Hey, that's all the more reason not to go to NPR, man.
Willie, we'd like it if you could at least speak in just a little lighter tone. Just a slightly lighter tone. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Willie.
Okay.
It's a mood we're trying to bring to the show in the second hour.
Yeah.
Could you do that for us, or is that?
Hey, I want to talk about, but I can't do it, man. Hey, y'all crazy, man.
And if you're incapable of doing it, we can bring in Saul from Beverly Hills, who was originally scheduled for this time slot, but our producer overrode us and gave the time to you. But we could bring in Saul.
Yeah, no, hey, look at him. Hey, here's what I want. Hey, Yotivation Nation. Y'all got that Yotivation Nation out there? Come on.
We sure do.
Hey, Yotivation Nation.
Hey, censorship sucks. I thought we weren't doing this segment of the show today. I thought we were just going to do the news type stuff in this slot.
Yeah,
what happened?
Well,
Come on now.
That was the plan, but we thought we could bounce some of the news stories off of Willie from Waldo. Is it Waldo, Florida?
I don't know. It could be that cricket emporium up on the other side. You just never know.
Yeah.
Or even
Sandy Run, South Carolina.
Yeah, whatever happened to that
Willie,
Bitcoin
tell us about
mine?
Carolina. Do you like living in Carolina?
Yeah, it's South Carolina, man. Hey, Yotivation Nation. Hey, I want to hear
it's
you
really
talk
just
like
the same
them.
thing.
Hey, hold on a minute.
Wait, let's talk about South and North Carolina. I think they're pretty much just the same thing.
Yep.
We should call them Carolina because you have the Carolina Panthers, right?
Yeah, man.
And they aren't North or South. It's just Carolina. I think they should just be one state.
Hey, look at here, Yotivation Nation. Hey, let her talk. I want to see if she can talk like y'all talking. Hey, Yotivation Nation, let me hear your NPR voice. I can't hear you.
She's so soft.
Yeah.
See, you done ran her off.
Exactly.
I knew it.
See.
Yeah, but hey, anyway, hey, look at him. Let's put all this nonsense behind us, man. Hey, for all y'all out there in Radio Land, hey, look at him. We broadcasting live right now on the Willie's Worm Farm Roundtable Radio Show, man. Hey, and these people, they are actually my guests on that. They calling it the Censorship Sucks Roundtable Radio Show, but this is you getting you what they call a twofer, man, a twofer. And my name is Willie Lee, and I run Willie's Worm Farm down in Waldo, Florida, and Willie's Cricket Emporium in Sandy Run, South Carolina.
So tell us a little bit. Tell us a little bit about the Cricket Emporium, if you could, up there in Carolina. What do you have on the Cricket Emporium, and what's your products? What do you put out? What products do you make to keep the thing going?
Hey, we got crickets, man. That's why they call it a Cricket Emporium. Y'all dumb. No, hey, but we got other ideas and stuff, man. Hey, Bullhorn Barry. Hey, where at Bullhorn Barry? Hey, Bullhorn Barry, you there, man?
I'm right here.
Yeah. Hey, look at him. Hey, I need some what they call cash influx, man. Hey, I need a little bit of money off you, man. Look at him. I got this great idea. Hey, here's a great idea. Hey, this here's a great idea. If you don't believe me, just ask me. I'll tell you. Hey, instead of people being buried and instead of people being cremated, hey, I want to start cremating people, man. Cremated. Hey, look at him. Hey, it's a great idea. You take the bodies and you put them in a great big old grinder, man, and you turn them into like human hamburger meat. Hey, look at him.
Oh, wow.
That's called a cremation.
That sounds very green.
Yeah,
that definitely sounds like it's good for the planet.
And then you plant the remains in the garden and stuff like that, man. Hey, you make fertilizer. Hey, look at here, cremated. Instead, you ain't gonna be cremated, you're gonna be cremated. Hey, but I come up. Yeah, look at him.
So what you're suggesting is you turn the humans into meat, and then you eat the meat and put the remains of that food right into the ground.
No, you don't eat them, man. Hey, you know who you sound like? You sound like a doom goblin. Hey, y'all Googleize it, man. Hey, go to the internet right now.
We are very much in favor of the green movement. So what you're talking about sounds really green, which is why we're so interested in your Cricket Emporium and the flour you produce to make bread, cricket-based flour bread, which is feeding thousands of people in Eastern Europe.
Yeah, hey, and that's why the government's cutting off y'all money. Yeah, that's why the government's cutting off y'all's money. You talk too much, man. Hey, you talk too much. Hey, you do all that talking, you ain't listening, son. Hey, look, hey, you got to listen. I got stuff going on.
I said you talk too much.
You talk too much.
Oh, boy, you never shut up.
Oh, you talk too much. You talk
was that Run
too
DMC?
much. Like a hen now. You talk too much. You talk too much. You don't do enough listening. You talk too much.
That's a song right there, sir.
Hey, I tell you what, I shouldn't have making. I might have to get and wrote that song, man. Look, I got other stuff going on. Bullhorn Barry. Hey, I need $5, man. $5 toward a big old grinder for that, man. Hey, and I also got another idea.
A grinder?
Hey, look at him. Hey, people pays maids, man. They pay people to come into their house and clean up the house and stuff, man. Hey, but if they see an ant hauling off a crumb, they get mad, want to kill the ant. Now look at him. Ants are good, man. Ants are good for cleaning up your house. If you see an ant in your house, man, hey, you leave him alone, because all he's doing is cleaning up your house for you, man. Your little crumbs and stuff that you leave behind. Hey, that's another idea I come up with. Hey, these are trained ants, man. They're trained. They're trained. Yeah, trained ants. Hey, you put them in your kitchen, and the ants is crawling all over the place, man. They ain't hurting nothing. It ain't like they're gonna bite you or nothing. All they doing is hauling off your little crumbs, man. And they're trained.
If they do die, that's a nutritious little snack right there, right? A dead ant. If you catch them quick enough, they're very healthy and nutritious.
Yes,
talk
they are wonderful.
You talk too much. I know ideas, man. Look at here. Hey, we got We got more ideas going on. Hey, I need hey, I need hey, and I was trying to tell y'all a minute ago. Googleize Doom Goblin, and that old Greta Thunberg shows up on the internet. Hey, 'cause that's all she is. She's a Doom Goblin, man, and that's what you people down there NPR too, man. Y'all always talking about climate this and climate that and everything. That's when nobody likes y'all. I'm telling you. And then you talking about, oh, the government ain't gonna give us no money no more. Hey, we need to beg some money off y'all so we can say, hey, nobody listens to y'all.
But
Hey, I'm
now,
telling you,
Mr.
man.
Lee,
No,
Mr. Lee,
no,
we looked up your farm, your worm farm in Florida.
yeah,
You are the single largest producer of worm-based hot dogs on the entire planet.
yeah, man. Hey, I'll
And
tell.
kielbasa's and I see
Yeah,
pea jugs are mentioned here, but that's not
yeah,
necessarily green. You know, it's if you pee in a jug, it is very green. It's good for the environment because you're
yeah,
not flushing all that water every time you urinate. You're just putting it in a
yeah, man.
jug. You dump the jug out on the side of the road, and you don't have to use extra water in urination. So we find that very green as well. We really like it.
Yeah,
Now, the Cricket Emporium produces over 1 million pounds of flour per year. This flour is every bit as good as the, nutritious based flour you would find from, say, you know,
cricket flour.
from your store. It's
Yeah,
cricket
man.
flour. It's every bit as good, and it's so much better for the environment. Talk about the water consumption of crickets versus crops.
Yeah, hey, I ain't doing all that. Hey, I got a guy named his name is Hansel. Hansel takes care of all of my what they call PR work and stuff, man. Hey, 'cause Saul Good is about worthless. Saul Good is supposed to be handling all my music contracts and all my
NPR work? Your NPR work or your PR work? NPR work?
not PR, man, personal
NPR.
relations. Hey, but look at here. I got
Yeah.
another idea too. Hey, Yotivation Nation. Hey, look at here. Hey, they got these. I don't know. Yeah, crack me up. No, hey, tampons, man. Tampons for anal leakage. Look at here. Hey, I get this anal leakage and stuff, man. Hey, I found out that you can take tampons and use them for anal leakage, man, because you got two sphincters in your rear end, man.
Which is
And,
why
and
we
somehow,
fully support tampons in men's bathrooms.
yeah, yeah, man. Hey, exactly, man. Hey, exactly. That's what we need to do is we need to start an initiative to have tampons in men's bathrooms for that very reason, man. Hey, can you
Now,
imagine? Because it
Barry,
used to be a time they, yeah, no, hey,
you're a
hold
big
on, man. Hey,
proponent of
y'all
tampons
talk
in
too
men's
much. You
bathrooms,
talk,
as is Yotivation
yeah,
Nation.
yeah,
But
no.
have you ever thought about the prospect of anal leakage for another reason why you might need tampons in a boy's bathroom?
Well, I'm
Yeah,
much
man.
concerned with the cricket farts. I think that's a
Yeah.
big concern. They have a very high CO2 imprint.
Cricket
Yeah.
farts.
Yes.
I don't know about cricket fart CO2 production. That's an interesting question for Willie.
Yeah, hey, don't be bringing no environmental people down on me and my farm, man. Hey, look at here. For all y'all out there in Radio Land that don't know, man, we sent a Pinto to an asteroid way back when, man. Hey, and this little old fella, his name was Michael the Midget. He stole, he stole all my asteroid minerals and stuff, man. I had it in the back of a Pinto. That stuff was worth go trillions of dollars, man. Hey, and the Pinto come up missing. Hey, and I found out that the Pinto, what he done, we turned the Pinto into a rocket ship, and he went up on that asteroid, and he took a vacuum cleaner and vacuumed up all these minerals and stuff like that, man, and put it in the back of the Pinto. It come back down to the earth, and then he hid it in one of my glory holes, and that's what I got around the farm down in Waldo is glory holes, man. Hey, I dig these holes in the ground, and oh man, I doggone. And I fill the holes up with water, and the kids, the college kids, they come up from Gainesville, and they get on the outbuildings, and they holler, "Glory hole!" Whenever they jump off into the water, man. But one of my Pintos is in one of my glory holes. With all, hey, there's a bunch of money too, man, in gold bars, man, and rifle safes. I had 5 rifle safes, man, full of gold bars that Daddy left me, man. Hey, and they down in the bottom, and I keep trying to drain out the glory holes. And what happens is every time I try to drain out the glory hole, man, hey, it fills right back up again. I think I got some kind of something going on. I need to figure out where all that water is coming from, and that's something else I need Motivation Nation for. Hey, cause she's rich. I'm telling you, man. Because I seen her mansion. She got a great big old mansion up there in Colorado with a big old moat around a Colorado. Yeah, no, she got 2 places. She got one up in Ohio, and she got one in Colorado too, man. Hey, she got money. Motivation Nation, where you at?
And how does that affect global warming?
Motivation Nation gone. She gone like a freight train, gone like yesterday. Gone. Now, hey, they all kind. I don't want to talk about global warming.
But,
hey, I had some
global
of you
warming
fellas.
is the key that ties every American together as far as their support of the elimination of Donald Trump.
Yeah. Hey, speaking of elimination, here's what I want to know. Did y'all talk about them people, man? Hey, they was up on a screen and they worked for a big old company and then they got caught kissing or hugging or something, man. Hey, y'all see that, man? Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. That was covered in the mainstream news. We didn't cover it because we didn't think it was worth our listeners' time.
Yeah, no. Hey, here's the thing though, man. Hey, the guy come out. Hey, his name was Andy Byron. He got caught with some old girl on the kiss cam. Hey, man, it ain't funny, but it is kind of funny because what it is, man. Hey, I got the statement right here. A statement from CEO Andy Byron. Hey, I ain't making this up, man. Basically, what he's saying is that he ain't sorry for what he done. He said he's sorry that he got caught and that he was infringed upon. He says, I want to express how troubling it is that I have been the victim of a private moment and it became public without my consent and blah, 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 man. Hey, the guy ain't sorry for what he done. He's sorry that he got caught. And that's what happens a lot of times in this world, man. Hey, but here's something else that's going on. Hey, I am officially rich, man. Hey, I traced my family heritage back to the House of Hohenzollern. Y'all can look it up, man. House of Hohenzollern. Hey, that means that I am rich and I am official royalty. Y'all Googleize it. Hey,
well, that's really good news, Willie. I'm so happy to hear that news. It's really good news.
Yeah, hey, I got enough money I can buy NPR.
Barry, how excited are you?
Yeah.
Can't you hear the excitement in my voice?
Hey, y'all.
It's just a really fantastic thing to see Willie succeed in life, especially being one of the largest exporters of worm-based hot dogs in the world to Europe and Asia.
That's why nobody likes y'all. I listen to you. No, I got a joke for you, man. Y'all got the wrong fella.
Please, Willie, if you're gonna just please don't pull your pants down if you're gonna tell us a joke.
No, y'all got the wrong fella on y'all show. Y'all should have done some research, man, on who y'all putting on your show. I got a joke for you, man. No,
we'd love to hear a joke, Willie. We'd love to hear a joke.
Yeah, no, here's a joke, man. Hey, there was this fella. Hey, he was a bookkeeper for the mafia, man. Hey, and he cheated the fellas. He cheated them out of $10 million, man. Hey, but the bookkeeper is deaf and dumb. He deaf and dumb, man. Hey, and that's the reason he got the job, because he was deaf and dumb. And he thought that old Guido from the mafia, old Guido from the mafia, that he could never testify in court in case he got caught with anything, because he was deaf and dumb. Hey, so here what happened, man. The Godfather went and confronted Guido about the missing $10 million, man. Missing $10 million. Old Guido stole, man. The Godfather says, where's the $10 million? But he deaf and dumb.
Hey,
what
really shocking.
Yeah,
Shock
no,
you.
hey, so
Barry,
what
are
are
you
you
as
doing?
shocked as I am right now?
No, yeah, well,
totally
why not I
shocked
like y'all?
that
You
place. I
talk
I mean,
too much.
has to be one of the most racist and,
Hey, no,
bigoted,
no.
Southern, white men, rich white.
Yeah,
He's saying he's rich. He's a rich
yeah,
white man
no,
from the South.
yeah,
Just talking bigotry on
yeah,
the show. I think we might want to
no.
even go to commercial a little early,
Hey,
maybe.
no, hey, we're going. No, we're going to
All
finish
right,
the
I'm
joke,
getting a
man.
green light from the producer,
No,
so
no,
we'll
no,
just keep going with
no,
a
man.
little bit
Hey,
more. But some of the most blatant bigotry I've
no,
ever heard. Have
hey,
you ever heard
hey,
more bigoted
you,
words,
you,
Barry?
you're funny, man. You're funny. We talking about the mafia, but hold on a minute, man. Hey, they folks out there in Radio Land, they want to hear the joke, so y'all need to hush. Look at him. Hey, so the Godfather, he took his lawyer down there with him because his lawyer knows sign language and all this. And the Godfather tells the lawyer to ask him where the money is. The lawyer using sign language, he asked Guido. He said, "Where's the money?" Oh, Guido signed back. I don't know what you're talking about. The lawyer tells the Godfather, he says he don't know what he's talking about. And so the Godfather, man, y'all pay attention now because it's getting real funny. The Godfather, man, he pulls out a pistol. He puts it to Guido's head and he asks, and he says, "Ask him again or I'll kill him." So the lawyer, man, sign languages to Guido. And he says, "He'll kill you if you don't tell him." And Guido, he's all
All right, folks,
panicky
we're
and
about
everything.
out of time here.
Now, hold on, man. Hold on. We're getting to the best part. I'm going to tell it, man. Guido,
I'm sorry.
Guido trembles,
No, I'm
man.
sorry. We still have a few minutes.
Said,
Go ahead,
and
Willie,
he
with
said,
your joke.
no, hey, you're ruining the joke, man. You're ruining the Hey, you
we
need
here
to get
at
fired.
NPR, we don't want to ruin your jokes.
You
We just want to accelerate your voice and give you that chance to speak out.
You need to be fired, man. Hey, folks need to fire y'all, man. Hey, so the lawyer says he's going to kill you if you don't tell him. So Guido
By the way,
is
we're
scared.
not NPR. This is not NPR. We're just
he
running
says,
a skit right now.
And he says, hey, he signs to him. He says, the money, don't interrupt me again, son. I have to come down and put a whooping on you. Look, hey, so the joke goes like this. The lawyer signs to Guido, says, he'll kill you if you don't tell him. And Guido is scared. He says, "Okay, you win." And he sign language into him. He said, "The money is in a brown briefcase buried behind the shed at my cousin Bruno's house." And the Godfather says, "What'd he say?" And the lawyer replied, he says, "You don't have the guts to pull the trigger." That's funny. Look at him. It'd have been a lot funnier, though, if you wasn't interrupting me, man.
You violated every cultural appropriation that there's known to mankind.
I mean, it was really just, it's incredible to watch somebody like Willie come in here and just disrespect so many cultures, people. And one quote-unquote joke that I don't think anyone even laughed at.
Hey, it was funny. It was hilarious, is what they call it, man. Funny is what it was. Oh, look at him. Hey, but hey, here's Aunt Mama. Hey, there's Aunt Mama Lou.
Well, we've
hey,
got about a minute
Mama
before we go to break, and we want to do just a quick minute to raise some money.
No, hey,
we're mostly funded by the public, and we really appreciate your support. So, please help us out.
Hey, y'all need to get a hold of Aunt Mama Lou real quick. She got 30 seconds, 40 seconds. Hey, Aunt Mama Lou. Hey, get Aunt Mama Lou in there.
We're gonna take a caller. We're gonna take one caller. Here it is. This is Aunt Mama Lou from Waldo, Florida.
Yeah. Hey, Aunt Mama Lou, hey, tell these folks about the newest scam you done come up with. Hey, you scamming old people. Tell them real quick. Come on. Hey, and answer my calls.
Whatever button you pushed on your mic, you gotta unpush that button. Yeah, no, there's a major issue with your microphone, Aunt but I think you gotta turn off your radio. Anyway, folks, we're about all out of time. So we're going to thank you so much for listening to this segment of the Censorship Sucks Roundtable Radio Show. We've got one more segment still coming up, so stay tuned. Don't go anywhere.
It ain't time.
But we've got to go to break. We'll be right back after this.
Hey, Flat Earth, man. Hey, look at him. Hey, y'all.
You're on radio break now, guys. That was so funny.
Willie goes on NPR. You got to love it.
Hey, they got the wrong daggum person going on NPR.
I'm tired after all that NPR ASMR, man. I'm about to fall asleep right now. I'm so calming.
I was like, hey, don't forget about this, that, and the other.
Willie's one of the greenest producers of food in the world. Your carbon capita per ounce of food you put out is beyond anyone else.
Yeah, we got a new we got a new sponsor for the show. You'll hear it in the break when you hear the encore. So yeah,
you said producer.
Huh?
You almost said producer.
No, sponsor.
A new sponsor.
Like,
yeah.
We got a new what?
Yeah, Bartles and James Brown.
Hey, here's what y'all need to do. Look ahead, do a radio check on Yotivation Nation.
Yeah.
Yotivation Nation.
Speak up, yo.
Yeah, what's going on?
Can't hear you.
She breaking up really bad.
Are you using your good microphone or are you using your phone today?
You can hear me?
Yeah.
She's tied up.
It sounds really
much. Somebody untie her.
She's in a box.
Untie her.
Yeah, it's really bad. Like
I don't know, guys. I'll just mute, okay?
No.
That's better now.
Yeah,
it seems like you just got to say more. If you say 2 words, we don't hear you at all. If you say like 10, we hear 90% of it.
Gosh, I don't understand why. I don't know.
Well, see, now it's working really good.
Are you closer to the mic now? Right now, are you actually closer to the mic when you just said that?
I'm sitting right on top of it right now.
That's why.
I think that's what you're going to
Not really.
That's way better.
Yeah.
You've got, it's like some sort of a setting that's like
I bet you any money when she got that update too. And when that come through, it messes up all your settings. She's going to have to go into her sound settings and move her mic all the way up to the top. And, for Windows side.
Are you on a PC?
You got to go into sound settings. You'll see in settings, there's a big speaker there. And you'll click on that. And then when you bring up your speakers, it'll show you where where your microphone is. And that'll be under recording. And then you'll move that slider all the way up, hit apply, and then OK. And that should take care of that.
Well, you probably check the mic button first. Are you in the chat, the window where you see all of it? Are you in that window? Okay.
I don't think it's a.
Go to microphone, and there's an a down arrow right next to mic. Click that. Go down to the bottom, and it says noise suppression. Click that off.
Did that?
Oh,
and it got worse after she did that, Barry. I think you're sabotage. You're Mr. Sabotage. That's what you're doing. Yeah,
I just put it back on.
You said there's settings on your microphone. You probably switched them over.
It's, again, if you say 2 words, we can't hear you. If you say 10, we hear the 8, and you know what I mean? It's like just talk, and when we give you the mic, talk for a little bit, right?
But even when she's talking, it's not quite as clear as it normally is.
But it's still all coherent.
That's what I'm saying. She probably got the update in.
Up a little bit and let her talk. You keep starting to talk, and y'all won't let her talk.
We'll talk. Go ahead.
Can you hear me now? The suppression, I put it back on. Is it better?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just the first couple,
30 seconds.
Words you say,
folks.
After that,
we're back on the radio side.
Anyway, I love you guys, man. Y'all take care.
No, you don't. No, you do not. Take that back.
Take it easy, Willie.
You stab us in the back the minute you could, Willie. We all know it. Love you, though, bro.
Willie, you coming in on the next segment? Here's your countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you're live and on the radio side right now.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Hour 2 of the Censorship Sucks Roundtable Radio Show. Sunday night edition, July 20, 2025. Yotivation Nation, are you excited to talk about some news that's going on out there in the world?
Oh my gosh, I'm always excited. Like I said, I'm still catching up. I learned so much from you guys.
Yeah, you had a little sabbatical there, and it's so good to have you back. I wish David Hogg was here with us.
Oh,
Love
so
David
do
Hogg,
I.
you
Yeah,
know.
we miss you, David Hogg.
Yeah, and Barry, and Barry, of course, is with us. But how you doing, Barry?
Oh, doing great, man. I'm just glad that Yo's back. You know what I'm saying? Yo is back.
So
I
let's
miss you
see.
guys.
For this next, 25, 30 minutes, whatever the segment is, I've got a few things I want to talk about here. We got a good amount of stories I think are interesting. In and out hamburgers. Have you guys ever had those?
Mm-hmm. Sure
One
have.
time.
They're awesome. Even right now, if I go down to an In-N-Out, I can get one for about $5. A single is probably $5. I go over to McDonald's and I spend $5 on a hamburger over there, and I put these two things on the tray next to each other, and they're just night and day. Absolute night and day. The McDonald's is a Frisbee. If you eat it, you're probably going to poop in the next 20 minutes. You know what I mean? In-N-Out is just goodness. It's delicious goodness that, goes on and on. They are leaving California. They're home. They're going to Tennessee. They're out of there. In-N-Out, goodbye to California. I mean, the stores are going to stay out there and whatnot, but their focus is more on, greener pastures. And it's so much of an example of what's been going on in California. All these iconic businesses that started and originated in the Golden State are saying, we just can't work here. It just doesn't work. It just, this is a failing society, and this experiment you're doing with socialism that is taking off across the country in places like New York and Minneapolis, and it's failed. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. Don't vote this stuff in, guys. Barry, what do you say about In-N-Out leaving California to go to Tennessee?
I guess you could say they got in and then decided to get out. It's pretty appropriate, isn't it?
Exactly. I mean, it's like if somebody from California went to, a conference in Indianapolis and they met someone from Tennessee, they would just snub their nose at them. They would look down at them and they would say, Tennessee, huh. I live in California, I live in Malibu or whatever. Yotivation, that snub, that looking down on thing is gone. You know what I mean? California used to think that they were the thing. They were the crap, Now that it's like people are fleeing you, bro.
Yeah, they are the crap.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Who wouldn't want to leave California? It's a socialist nation over there. How many times have you heard people say, give it to Canada, give it to somebody? And it's just because all the wackadoodles live there. All the smart people have left, they've gone over to Florida most likely, or Texas. Yeah, it's nothing new really. But California is going to be left in the dust because all their businesses are going to be leaving them, and all the people. They'll just be left with the crazies.
Yeah, and most of those people that left California to go east, to Texas or Florida, sorry about that noise, have still in their hearts a love for California. I mean, folks, if you guys have been out there before, and if you've driven from you just start in Santa Barbara, go down through Malibu, stay on the coast, go through Orange County, on the coast, and then all the way down into San Diego. And you will see an expanse of the planet that can't be rivaled probably anywhere else, as far as the beauty, the homes, the infrastructure that's in there. Everything is just gorgeous. It's so beautiful out there, but it's run horribly. And if it could ever just wake up, take its head out of its backside, the state of California could be legendary again. It really could. It could be, like the epicenter of business in the world. But they're just too, they're too far gone.
Yeah.
It just
Maybe go ahead, Yotivation.
I was just going to say, it seems like it's America right now. Everybody, we were a little bit far gone. There is still hope. They just need somebody in there that's not a part of the deep state that will, want the state to prosper. I think that the people that have been in there for decades now have been setting it up for failure purposefully. That's my opinion.
Barry?
Yeah, I totally agree with all of that. I'm sort of plagued by, this whole McDonald's situation that you were talking about. Not to backtrack too much, but, you did say the In-N-Out burger looked so much better than the McDonald's burger. I got to say
It's
this.
night and day. It's not even the same thing, you know what I
Not
mean?
even in the same ballpark.
Yeah.
And if you noticed, the burgers never look like the pictures that they show you at McDonald's.
In-N-Out does, yeah.
In-N-Out, the picture, it looks like what you're going to receive. But you go through the McDonald's drive-thru and you see this Big Mac and it looks big and juicy and the cheese is melting. It looks nothing like that. The bun is smashed. It's much smaller than what it appears in the picture. The meat is rubbery. I don't know. I'm just saying.
Yeah, McDonald's is like the worst value for the money in the world today. It's shocking. I don't even want to get into it. Every now I have the app, so every now and then I go and spend like a few bucks there, but that's about it. I love their Coca-Colas. They have the best Coca-Cola, large Coke from McDonald's is
cane sugar replacing it. Their high fructose corn syrup. Now Pepsi's saying they may do the same thing.
Yep. Let's dive into that. Yotivation, you've heard the story, right?
Cola and the sugarcane syrup?
Exactly. They're using sugar again. They're going to be like the Mexican Cokes. Like in the Southwest down here, I can go into any place and there'll always be like a little bucket full of ice up near the front that has the Mexican, Fanta and like Orange Crush and the Coca-Cola and whatnot. And they're always a premium because they have real sugar. But I don't think I think that's actually BS nowadays. I think Mexico's Coke is the same, but whatever. The deal here is that, Donald Trump got Coca-Cola to switch to sugar, pure sugar. What say you?
I haven't tasted it. Is there a noticeable difference? I mean, it's obviously better than high fructose corn syrup, of course, but I don't drink soda, so very often anyway.
Mm-hmm.
More of a coffee drinker.
It's a noticeable difference, yeah.
Well, it's definitely going to be better for us because that high fructose corn syrup triggers hormones that, causes bad things to happen. So that'll probably eliminate that, which is huge because a lot of people do drink the sodas. So we'll see. I don't know. I'm curious.
Much better. I mean, of course, high fructose corn syrup is the cheap way to go about sweetening your product. But here's something that's very interesting. At least this is my understanding based on the research that I've done. If it doesn't say pure cane sugar or cane sugar and it just says sugar, that is probably GMO sugar from beets. So that's another thing. And that's not natural either. So I'm not, and they say glucose syrup as well. That could be from beets as well, GMO beets. So you really need to look at your labels and see either pure cane sugar or cane sugar. And then that's at least something that's somewhat natural.
And let's also not forget the origins of Coca-Cola, right? It was somebody who was trying to, the guy who founded Coca-Cola he was a snake oil salesman. You know what I mean? He made a tonic.
Yeah.
He wanted to be able to patent a tonic that could make people, cure them, whatever, feel good. And so he combined caffeine, cola, with cocaine, right? Put cocaine and caffeine together in an elixir. And guess what? It was really popular. It sold a lot. People liked it. Right? That's the origins of Coca-Cola. It was cocaine and caffeine stuffed together in an elixir that originally was made from wine, and then he just poured water and a ton of sugar in it because it was Prohibition times.
In other words, it's been a cocktail ever since.
Yeah, it's just people sucked on that stuff back in the day and were like, bam, let's go to work. Yeah, let's get some stuff done, you know?
You remember that cola?
Exactly. This is like that times, 5 back in the
Except
day.
I don't think it had cocaine. Yeah,
Hmm.
but it had energy.
So yeah, it's like a Red Bull of the day, but with actual cocaine.
Woo. Everybody wanted that.
Yeah, what you think? God, I've had one every day this week. I really want another one. It's the weekend. You don't think you need one, and you end up driving back downtown to go get a Coca-Cola because you really need one on Saturday.
They
Yeah,
probably sold it as a health drink, sort of like they
Exactly.
sold cigarettes as being healthy for you. Or remember that time period where they were doing lobotomies on people and saying this is really helping people. Remember that? That went on for a while.
Well, that's the whole thing. This guy wanted to make a health elixir that he could patent and heal people. It cures your jitters, is what he said. But honestly, it probably gave more people jitters than cured anyone of jitters. It was just a different kind of jitters.
And they wonder why we have a distrust for the establishment.
Yes.
I wonder why.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
It goes back so long, so far. Long time. This is the closest I think that we've ever been to dismantling, this horrendous, I call them the deep state, who cabal, the globalist shadow government. They can only operate in our ignorance of them. And right now, there's more people who are aware of them than ever before. And having President Trump in office, I call him Precedent Trump because, they set precedent with him, and now he's going to set precedent with them.
Right back at you.
Let's get those arrest indictments and convictions. The people are waiting, man. I can hardly wait, dude. I'm getting a whole supply of popcorn. I'm just going to sit in front of the TV and just veg all day.
Oh, man. The trials will be must-see TV, Sure. And the left won't even show. Obama is on trial for treason. CNN. Yeah, well, let's go talk to somebody in Idaho who's growing sunflowers. Right?
Yeah.
They don't even care.
Imagine like MSN, like even allowing that to be a headline, because I look at the mainstream news quite frequently and it's just all bashing Trump or painting Trump in a bad light. He does do good things. Even Democrats would have to admit that, but you never see any of that ever. You go to the mainstream media and it's just all, how bad Trump is. And they do it in a way that it's not like hardcore bashing, but it is bashing.
So let's move on. If you guys have anything else to say on that subject, speak up now or forever hold your peace.
Moving along.
I'd like to go to Epping, which is really, I didn't realize this at first when we were covering the story, but it's just a suburb of London. So Epping in Essex County is really getting blown up. And I watched they've been protesting a migrant home there. One of the people in that migrant hotel came out after 8 days in the country and decided to start hitting on 14-year-old girls. Can I kiss you? Stuff like that. And he had other issues, it's the townspeople there don't want that. They don't want it. Please, we want our girls to feel safe going to school and back. It's a small, little, safe suburb. We want our women to feel safe walking down 4 blocks over to the market to get some stuff and come back home and not having, foreigners catcall them. And so they're out there saying, we are not happy. We don't like this. We want this migrant shelter gone. It's a nice hotel, by the way, in the center of town. And suddenly, it's just been blowing up. They've been out there night after night after night, and the team left, has been paying protesters to come in there from other cities. They have chartered buses, the whole 9 yards, signs that have all been, printed at the same place and put together by the same people. They hand out the 20 signs. They all go out there, and they start saying, you guys are racist. Migrants are welcome here. And just people in the town are like, hey, it's not safe for our kids to walk around. Migrants are welcome here, fine, but like not in these numbers, not in our town. And it's going to be a big issue. Something's going to happen here. Yotivation, let me throw you the mic. What do you think this is leading to?
Failure. You have to expect it. You're letting these people in from other nations who are not assimilating. They're not there, to help make your nation better. They're there to take over and to impregnate people and make more of their people. So, and especially, I mean, they'll go after the young children. 14 is kind of old for them, is what I understand.
Oh, man. One of the things that caught my interest in this, one of the most recent nights where this was going on, was that, there was these the counter protesters were very small compared to the people in the city that were right there on their home turf saying, we don't want this. They pushed them out, and then the people in the hometown, they started getting hostile towards the police. And all of a sudden, Antifa types started showing up and smashing the cop cars on behalf of the townspeople. You follow me? Yeah, like Antifa's always the tip of the spear whenever any of this stuff goes down. I think January 6th, right? Antifa was right up in front wearing MAGA hats, breaking windows, right?
Right.
The same thing here.
So they were making it look like they were infiltrating, is what they did.
It's going to be reported. They'll show on the, these far right protesters were kicking out, cops' lights and stuff. Like they'll show the video, and that's what they'll see. They'll just see somebody dressed like Antifa doing that. Now, are they Antifa or who are they? You're dressed in black. I don't know who you are, but they were behaving exactly like Antifa, and they were allowed by the locals to sort of be that tip of the spear. They didn't stop. No one said, hey, stop that. We don't want to kick out the cop car. They spent all day clashing with the cops. So, Barry, go for it.
Well, it seems like they're promoting criminal activity, which is really what the left has been doing for the longest time. They actually seem to defend those people time and time again. And, we've had a problem with swimming pools as well. And they've actually had to ban some of the refugees. When some places, just the refugees all
Switzerland,
from swimming pools without having their social worker with them because they were, touching the girls and the women inappropriately, sexually assaulting. I would imagine there were probably rapes as well. I mean, you just see this popping up, week after week.
Surprise, it worked, right? Like, boom.
Oh, yeah. And then when the assaults stop because there's this ban, then the left goes nuts and they demand that they, change the policy. And then it's back to rapes again and the sexual assaults and the inappropriate touching and the inappropriate, just gestures and things like that. And like you're saying, these people don't understand our culture. So,
what it comes down to, Barry, is that like all of a sudden the locals won't go to that pool anymore, and it'll all just be migrants.
Well,
right?
yeah.
So their migrants are sitting in your pool having a good old afternoon. Yeah, there's no women to be seen for a mile away, but hey, it's still a nice afternoon. But meanwhile, all the locals who built the pool can't go to it. They're just sitting at home sweating, going, man, it's hot outside. I wish we could go to the pool. And what is that? What do you call that?
Insanity.
That's subjugate. That's you got a white flag out, man. You got out the white flag. You're surrendering.
I mean, it's even worse than that, man. I mean, when you just allow lawlessness just to run rampant and you defend it, it's kind of like that transgender that was, getting his medal taken away from him at some track race or something like that, and he was suing. He's suing for being fraudulent, for defrauding the system, for defrauding the people by pretending that he's a woman when he's clearly a man, a biological man. So this is the world of the upside down. The Stranger Things of the upside down is what I like to call it. because it reminds me of that show, where this dark entity is trying to take over our reality. And that's the way I view all this stuff. It's just like dark demonic thing that's just like trying to, I don't know, overtake us. It's very strange, very bizarre. And if we don't resist it and we don't stand up against it, they will steamroll over us because they are relentless. These people are mobilized, they're organized, and for whatever reason, they think they're in the right.
Yep. Got anything to add to that, yo?
Still going on.
Start from the beginning.
You're breaking up. Start from the beginning and speak loud.
I'm all accountable, because this is why we keep going through this, because people don't get held accountable. And you can't expect any change if you're not going to, draw some lines. And I don't know. It just is so frustrating. I don't believe that this is the world we've allowed ourselves to live in right now. Everything, like Barry was saying, is a reverse reality. It's upside down. It's backwards. And we need to set the record straight, get it back to the way that it should be.
Bada bing, bada boom. You took a little while to get clarity. How do I say it? Your voice was scrambled a little bit until you got going, and then it was brilliant. Let's change the subject. On that note, Stephen Colbert canceled. His show was losing $40 million a year. Right?
Sorry,
losing $40 million a year. He had a $130 million budget for a show, not including his salary and, a lot of others, right? A staff of 200. Barry, you and I talked about this before, man. Okay, you want to give Barry and I and Yotivation that slot, right? We'll take it. We'll make late night at comedy great again. We'll have a lot of fun. We'll get David Hogg in there and the whole 9 yards. We'll make this thing funny, and we'll do it for, I don't know. Let's be generous. $5 million a year. You get 5 of us, $1 million a year each. This thing will be funny. We'll dedicate our life to making sure that hour a night that you give us, is going to be funny and brilliant and great. $130 million? Are you kidding me? To create a show like that? He must even be embarrassed by that. Like, why does it cost that much money? Why? And you're losing $40 million a year. Well, can you cut back on the catering? Can you cut back on there's got to be so much crap in that budget. But, they spent that $40 million a year in losses to pump up the left, to pump up the Democratic Party, because it was a nonstop rambling. Go ahead, Barry.
100%. And then the left was somehow, which they always manage to do, somehow trying to cast this blame on the Trump administration, right?
Uh-huh.
No, he was losing, $40-50 million every year. He was being propped up by this USAID money as well. And the question isn't who was responsible for firing him. It was, why wasn't he fired earlier? He was clearly a failure as a comedian. He barely gets a couple million people watching his show. People don't even watch TV anymore. That's come out in the news recently as well. I mean, TV viewership. Now, when I mean TV viewership, I mean broadcast television, right? With, Netflix probably wouldn't be considered in that, but because Netflix does have some viewers, but just regular broadcast television is down. It is so down. And it's down even more when you have, politicized comedians like Stephen Colbert, Jimmy Kimmel, and maybe not so much Conan O'Brien, but he's probably a little leftist as well. So, and what's the other guy's name? He's leftist as well. Not Jimmy Kimmel, but the other Jimmy. There's another Jimmy as well.
I don't know.
The younger guy.
Exactly. Like,
Fallon.
Never watched him.
Yeah, Jimmy Fallon.
What I mean?
Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah. But that just goes to show that you throw that out there and we don't know who it is, right? We're on top of everything.
We don't care because it's so ridiculous.
Yeah. It's the same old crap on every show, on every channel, It's the death of late night. It's really, folks. I mean, they're not funny. It's the same thing as the fake news. It's just they take the fake news and they make up jokes about the fake news.
I mean, I don't know what's happening to Hollyweird other than the fact that they're collapsing, which I've been saying for the longest time. But the Hollyweirdos themselves are acting stranger. There was this bizarre video with Alec Baldwin and his wife. You got to see it if you get a chance. Alec Baldwin is like a baby in her arms, and they're singing a song, and he's singing in a baby voice. It's the most bizarre thing. Like, I don't know what's really happened. Will Smith was recently on some podcast, and he was looking like he was in a trance or under some kind of bizarre mind control, and actually was having word salads that basically rivaled Kamala Harris. So I was thinking, hey man, maybe a Harris Smith 2028 ticket is in the making, because they could go on the the word salad tour and just be a massive hit success.
Yeah, heck, bring Biden back out, right? Let's go. I'm going to speak to the I'm going to endorse them. They're good people, and they're good. They speak well for being, black.
Yeah, he's so racist, dude. You're right about that. No question. Poor guy. He needs to retire.
Oh, so what else is going on in the world? Jerome Powell. He's been referred to the DOJ for perjury over the multi-billion-dollar renovation that's been occurring over at the Fed building. I've talked about this before. $2.5 billion renovation, and he sat before Congress and said, "No, we're not doing this. There's no private, elevators to private dining room. There's none of that. It's not Versailles, right? They were calling it Versailles on the Potomac. It's not that. It's not Versailles. It's not marble everywhere. Crazy." This thing is out of control. They're trying to get rid of him. He will not lower rates, right? He's the chairman of the Federal Reserve. He will not lower rates. And they're pushing and pushing and pushing, saying, get out of office, because, man, if they lowered rates, we could save like $500 billion per year in our budget on interest. But he won't do it,
Yeah, he's doing
great.
Thing. He's trying to Trump-proof our money.
Well, he's trying to not let the American economy take off the way it could.
Well, that's what I mean. Isn't that what the people they're trying to Trump-proof are doing? They're trying to basically stop the MAGA agenda of making America great.
Yeah, and it's like we've talked about this before. If he lowers rates from 4 down to, say, 2%, that means that when a business with good credit goes out to borrow money, they're going to pay 2% interest on it instead of 4%, which opens up a whole bunch of opportunities, because people look at projects and they say, well, gosh, 4% interest, it's about break even. You drop that down to 2%, and suddenly, boom, that's a really profitable business, opportunity. So they take it.
And this has been the Censorship Sucks Roundtable Radio Show. They went a little over, so looks like if you want to take and get a hold of them, contact them through me, dragisproductions@gmail.com, and we'll be back on Wednesday along with next Sunday as well. Catch you all then.